There you go.
How you doing?
I'm good, brother. You?
Hanging in there.
All the roster like those two. Numbers, height, weight, position. It's not that hard. I don't think.
No. It's not rocket science. VA's numbers are hard to read.
Yeah, they are tonight. I was down with them trying to look at it.
But at least they're on black jerseys, so you can at least get some similarities.
True. What's up, brother? Doing alright?
You know, sorry for catching you on the seas.
Just COVID, don't worry about it.
Nah, no big deal. Hey, if one of us in here gets it, we'll all get it right. Probably shouldn't do it.
Already had it.
Did you?
I had it last year.
Yeah, I had it last year.
She's really bad. I'll put her around in a second. Okay. So 7 is the GOAT. Dietrich Moore. He's a stud.
And then Aaron Horn's isn't he the number 3 athlete in the state?
Dietrich Moore?
No, Marion.
Coach B didn't say anything about him. He was Coach B's number 7.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
He said he's the best player on their defense. That's what he said. A little bit like last week, trying to avoid the middle of the field.
Kind of almost what Dallas was running last night.
Yeah.
Stay away from.
Spears Jennings. Spears Jennings. Spears Jennings.
One is number 5 on Oklahoma Super 30.
Really? So he's a stud, huh?
Yeah, I think they have Lewis Tim as an athlete because he plays both defense and wide receiver.
DB wide receiver.
Yeah, it says here he's a Texas Tech.
Spears Atchison. Atchison.
When we come back, we'll preview tonight's matchup with head coach of the Owasso Rams, Bill Blankenship. That's on the other side of this break. You're listening to the Owasso Rams pregame show on 100.1 KYFM.
Ascension St. John ER care teams are here for you with strong safety measures in place to protect you and your family. If you have concerns about a heart attack, stroke, difficulty breathing, or a severe mental health condition, don't delay care. Go directly to the ER or call 911. Delaying care could make your condition worse and make it more difficult to recover. Ascension St. John Emergency Care is available 24/7. Find a location at getstjohncare.com.
Tulsa Bone and Joint Owasso is proud to support the Owasso Rams. Our trained orthopedic physicians and athletic trainers will be on the sidelines in case you need us. With an office conveniently located inside the St. John Owasso Physician Building, Tulsa Bone and Joint physicians and physical therapists are nearby to serve you and your family. We wish the Owasso Rams a safe and successful football season. Tulsa Bone and Joint Owasso, moving life forward.
Seems like every game and app and service wants to charge you a fee. Monthly fee, usage fee, delivery fee. So how about a checking account that pays you, huh? Then remember this. You get paid on every Visa debit transaction with Pay Me Checking from Communication Federal Credit Union. Online, in apps, or in stores. Last year, our members earned over $240,000 in paybacks with Pay Me Checking. Get paid instead of paying. Communication Federal Credit Union. Some restrictions apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
Hey everybody, it's Ray Adcock with Christian Brothers Automotive in Owasso, and I just want to share a simple challenge with you today. And that challenge is just to smile. Sometimes we get so wrapped up in what we're doing and what we're thinking about, we don't remember to smile. I know that when I remember to smile at people, oftentimes they smile back. And that's because smiling has the power to improve somebody's mood in that moment. So I just want to remind you today, join with me and let's remember to smile more.
Welcome back to the Bill Blankenship Show, brought to you by First United Mortgage, where we're back at Owasso Stadium as the Rams are getting set to take on the Broken Arrow Tigers in the 2021 Folds of Honor Patriot Bowl, driven by Jim Glover Auto Family. And Coach, this is a big one for a variety of reasons.
Well, the Patriot Bowl has turned into being a really special event for us. I love the fact that Zach Duffield and Mr. Dunn over at BA have put together, I think, a great event on this rivalry game. And the games have kind of lived up to it recently. Mm-hmm. There's certainly a lot of talk about my son coaching over there, right, and the kind of the head-to-head matchup and all that. And while that's going to be a fun conversation for everyone, and it certainly adds layers to this thing, it really is going to come down to how well we play and how well they play, sure, and our players are prepared and how well their players are prepared. So this is a team that, at Broken Arrow, that played extremely well down in Mansfield, went down to Texas opening week and got a dominant win over a big school team in Texas. Came back and had a pretty good shootout with Union last week, lost by 10. Game was really up in the air till late, and certainly both teams had opportunities. They showed, I'm talking about Broken Arrow now, showed some big playability on their own. They've got I think we mentioned this before, but the receivers that we've seen the first 2 weeks in Shetron at Edmond Santa Fe, and then I can't even say the guy's name.
Yes, Satania, I believe.
Yeah, Satania, that's going to Oregon last week, and we add that to Spears Jennings that is committed to Oklahoma, and so we'll get a little dose of him, and they've been able to find a lot of ways to get him the ball, so that's certainly an issue for us. Very creative offensively. Gonna a lot of formations at you to generate matchups and to make you be sound on defense. And defensively, their defensive coordinator Brett Bond came with Josh from Adams State. He's got a lot of experience. And he does a really good job. We're fortunate to be able to see these guys in team camp and 7-on-7 at some level. But if you really watch what he does in these games, very creative. He's going to mix up a lot of pressure and man coverage with zone coverage and disguises it pretty well. So I think that this is a challenge for both of us. We're going to both look to find the matchups that we can exploit, but we're going to have to play extremely well. I don't think they're going to give us much.
Tigers coming into this game 1-1 on the season, like you said, Coach, falling to Union High School 38-28 last week at Union High School. But that's not to take away from the talent from the Tigers. And I would imagine, Coach, that that's pretty good game film for the next 2 weeks that you're going to enjoy watching several times. But I do want to go back and touch on whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
You know, the overall narrative of this game is family matters,
Right.
between you and your son. How do you get that out of your head and just move on and you know, let what happens on the field take care of everything else?
Well, I think in some ways it's easier to deal with for me because I'm just excited to have Josh and his kids back
Sure.
From Colorado.
Yeah.
And the fact that he's coaching at the largest high school in the state, you know, it's a dad moment for me.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, let's kind of take away the other stuff. I'm just proud that he gets that opportunity and that he brings his 7 kids. They're in fact, little news flash here, but they've been fostering some youngins and we'll be adopting 3 of them on Thursday before our game on Friday.
That's incredible.
So I just think it's incredible. We go from 10 grands to officially 13
Absolutely.
on Thursday, and so we're excited about that. So the dad thing, the dad piece is real, and it's all that. I think Josh and I both, I don't want to speak for him, but I think the fact that this is a non-district game and it's kind of early, and you know, I don't know if it's something we would choose to do,
Sure.
but I think we both see it as fun opportunity.
Softens it a little bit. Sure.
Yeah, I think it'd be a little different if it was a district game or in the playoffs or something like that. It'd be a little more intense. But right now, it just seems like fun to us.
And at the end of the day, you're still looking to go 1-0 for that week.
Oh, 100%. I told our players this weekend, and they know me. I'm like, guys, you're going to hear all this stuff. I promise you, Josh is going to do everything he can do to beat us, and I'm going to do everything I can to beat him. If we're playing horse in the driveway, same thing.
Sure.
I mean, there'll be a little more smack talk in the driveway,
Right.
but we're going to compete, but then we're going to hug it out when we're done and, you know, help. You know, I'll just tell you, I mean, we're going to work with each other to try to go beat everybody else.
Yeah.
So that's part of what we'll try to do.
Absolutely. Coach, that's great. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll get your keys to victory against the Broken Arrow Tigers. That's coming up on the Bill Blankenship Show on the Owasso Sports Network. Whether you're looking to purchase a new home, build, refinance, or renovate, we are your local mortgage resource. As part of a 100-year-old bank, First United Bank Mortgage is here to help you spend life wisely. Reach out to J.D. Doris or Jason Karn of First United Bank Mortgage today for further information. 918-408-4991. J.D. Doris is a licensed lender in Oklahoma, NMLS number 469266. Jason Karn is a licensed lender in Oklahoma, NMLS 469129. First United Bank is a licensed lender in Oklahoma and Texas, NMLS number 400025. Equal housing lender. Member FDIC. All loans subject to program guidelines and final underwriting approval. Not all applicants qualify. Information and pricing are subject to change at any time and without notice.
Back to school times here again. Randy here with Wholesale Computer Supply, your locally owned and operated computer superstore. We have everything you need for back-to-school computing or working from home. Save up to $100 on laptops and desktop computers now. Want to be 25% more productive while working from home? We have a solution with the dual monitor setup for under $150. 3 locations to serve you better. East Tulsa, Midtown, and Owasso at 96th Street North and Garnett. Wholesale Computer Supply, where we'll do all we can.
The Rams are our hometown team, and Johnny Kohler Jewelry is your hometown jeweler. Our team can design the next custom piece of jewelry, or come in to shop popular brands and estate pieces, or for a quick watch battery change or complimentary cleaning. No matter what you need, Johnny Kohler Jewelry has the right play for you. As your hometown jeweler, we love to see the Owasso Rams win under Friday night lights. Come by and meet our winning team at John E. Kohler Jewelry Designs, and we'll make every visit a touchdown.
State Farm Insurance and agent Casey Miller are proud to support the Owasso Rams in their pursuit of excellence, both on and off the field. For surprisingly great rates on auto, home, life, or even pet insurance, visit State Farm agent Casey Miller in the Waterford Suites between Home Depot and Walgreens in Owasso. Go Rams! Wings to Go at Owasso can be described as simply great wings. Wings to Go at Owasso is located on 129th, just up from Home Depot. Wings to Go is a proud supporter of the Owasso Rams and all of the Owasso community. Friday special, chicken tenders, gotta check them out. They are delicious. Boneless special on Wednesdays. Come on in. You can check out the menu on wingstogo.com. Stop in before the game, grab Wings to Go, or bring the family and enjoy simply great wings with us at Wings to Go, Owasso.
Welcome back to the Bill Blankenship Show on the Owasso Sports Network, where we're back at Owasso Stadium as the Rams are getting set to take on the Broken Arrow Tigers in the 2021 Folds of Honor Patriot Bowl, driven by Jim Glover Auto Family. And, Coach, this is a big one for a lot of reasons. Non-district matchup, as we mentioned, but nonetheless, as we said, you want to go 1-0 this week. And I guess at this time, let's talk about your keys to victory.
Well, we'll get used to hearing a lot of these. And again, I roll my eyes when people say it's just coach speak. But turnovers matter. You've got to take care of the football. And generally speaking, statistically, all across America, in every level, if you get more turnovers than your opponent, you're going to have a much better chance of winning the game. So I will tell you, number one is taking care of the football and getting some takeaways. If we can do that, I think we have a really good opportunity. Secondly, our defense has to limit big plays. We've got to make them drive the ball. We can't give them plays where they get Spears-Jennings behind us.
Sure.
We've got to keep the ball in front. Again, I think that's a huge thing. And then thirdly, we've got to establish some running game too. We didn't do that very well last week. If we get the running game going, I know that the rest of it will come.
Coach, thanks for being with us today, and best of luck against the Broken Arrow Tigers. When we come back, we'll bring you more pregame action from the Owasso Ram pregame show. You're listening to 100.1 KYFM. Whether you're looking to purchase a new home, build, refinance, or renovate, we are your local mortgage resource. As part of a 100-year-old bank, First United Bank Mortgage is here to help you spend life wisely. Reach out to J.D. Doris or Jason Karn of First United Bank Mortgage today for further information. 918-408-4991. J.D. Doris is a licensed lender in Oklahoma, NMLS number 469266. Jason Karn is a licensed lender in Oklahoma, NMLS 469129. First United Bank is a licensed lender in Oklahoma and Texas, NMLS number 400025. Equal housing lender. Member FDIC. All loans subject to program guidelines and final underwriting approval. Not all applicants qualify. Information and pricing are subject to change at any time and without notice. At Owasso Coffee Company, it's all about bold flavors and big smiles. Located right down the street from Owasso High School in the Renaissance Shopping Center, Owasso Coffee Company focuses on delicious baked goods and quality handcrafted beverages featuring Rose Rock coffee products made right here in Oklahoma. Stop by or drive through today at Owasso Coffee Company, a proud supporter of Owasso Athletics.
Hello, Ram fans. This is Steve Holloman here for Duralast Roofing Specialists. Zach Harbaugh and his crew at Duralast was patient with me and my wife as we worked together during the process of getting us a roof for our home here in Owasso. Duralast Roofing did a great job with the roofing as well as with the cleanup. Duralast also helped us with the guttering options, and my wife was happy. Zach Harbaugh was on hand and involved throughout the entire process and made sure everything was done just right. Call Duralast Roofing Specialists for all your roofing needs.
Molly Jordan, a Keller Williams Premier Agent in Owasso, is not only a huge fan of Owasso athletics, Molly is also a huge supporter of everything Owasso. Molly has been selling homes and properties in Owasso for a long time and understands this market. Call Molly Jordan or find her on Facebook. Call her at 918-520-6015 today. Go Rams. Let's have a winning season in Owasso and call Molly Jordan.
And we welcome you into the Christian Brothers Automotive broadcast booth here tonight on the campus of Owasso High School, where the number 2 ranked Owasso Rams with a record of 2-0 hosting the Broken Arrow Tigers, coming in tonight with a record of 1-1. I want to thank you for joining us here this evening for this key matchup between these two ball clubs in Tulsa County. And a lot of backstories, underlying stories on the field between this, not only these two ball clubs, but also the coaches. We'll talk about that as we go out through the night. If many of you don't know, then you've probably been out of the country for some time. But Coach Blankenship, Bill Blankenship with the Owasso Rams, will be facing his son tonight, Josh Blankenship, who is in his first season as head coach of the Broken Arrow Tigers. Here in the booth, father-son combo. Steve Mowry here with Grant Mowry alongside. We're going to be on the same side here tonight, and in a moment we're going to bring you some of the opening keys to the game as we get ready for this blockbuster event. Man, we appreciate you joining us. You can also go to the Owasso Sports Network if you're in a position with a computer where you want to watch this. It should be a fantastic night here this evening. A lot of festivities, and also the Folds of Honor Patriot Bowl going on here. We'll talk about that more when we come back from this break. You're listening to the Owasso Ram football on 100.1 KYFM.
Jeff and Shelley Waters of Waterstone Cleaners in Owasso and Tulsa are proud supporters of Owasso Athletics. Waterstone Cleaners has served this area since 2006, and they love all things Owasso. They offer dry cleaning and full laundry service at Waterstone Cleaners. Stop by the Owasso location at the corner of 96th and Garnett in Owasso. Go Rams! When chip happens, it's a good thing. That's because Chip Shepard with Shepard Technologies is the #1 computer repair and IT technician in Owasso. With expertise in firewall technologies, network design, server administration, and computer networking, Shepard Technologies is the answer to your tech needs. For more information, request a quote today, whenchiphappens.com.
Whether it's supporting Owasso football on Friday nights or making sure you're covered in life, State Farm Agent Robert Long is there for you. When it comes to home, life, and auto insurance, go with the one who's supported the Rams since day one. Go with State Farm Agent Robert Long, located on 86th Street in Owasso.
Whether you're buying or selling a home, don't trust your real estate needs to just any mom and pop company. At the Hopper Group, you get local market expertise with the backing of a worldwide network. Enjoy RE/MAX results with the Hopper Group.
There's barbecue, then there's barbecue. Trails Inn is the barbecue headquarters of the Owasso Rams. Owner and longtime Ram fan John Cash uses locally sourced ingredients, and their meats are cooked low and slow over pecan hardwood. Trails Inn Barbecue serves smoke-blasted barbecue that is long on flavor and short on pretense. Trails Inn Barbecue is here for all your dine-in and catering needs. Trails Inn Barbecue, located at 8888 North Garnett Road in Owasso. Proud supporter of Owasso Athletics.
Meet Andrea, a member at TTCU Federal Credit Union.
Hi. As I've gotten older, I've become more intentional about my financial goals. Since I joined TTCU, I'm saving a lot more money, I'm paying off my car and building my emergency fund, and now I watch my credit score continually.
Join Andrea and become a member at TTCU Federal Credit Union. Federally insured by NCUA. TTCU. Life is better in balance.
Welcome back to Owasso as we are here in the pregame getting ready for tonight's matchup between the Owasso Rams and the Broken Arrow Tigers. We welcome you here to the Christian Brothers Automotive broadcast booth. Christian Brothers Automotive keeps you rolling with expert maintenance and repair. Go see our friend Ray Adcock and his team at Christian Brothers Automotive on the corner of 96th Street and Garnett here in Owasso. Also, we have the uniform report by Stone Canyon Living Magazine. We want to thank Stone Canyon Living Magazine for providing our uniform report. Rediscover nature and redefine home at www.stonecanyonliving.com. And the Rams coming out tonight, they'll be in their traditional red helmets with the white horns, the red jerseys with white numerals, and also their names on the back along with white pants and the double stripe as we have a flyover going on right now here at the Patriot Bowl. Grant, that's just a fantastic sight to observe here at Owasso Stadium. Wow.
That's awesome.
Incredible. 4 planes as they fly over the stadium to kind of kick things off here in the opening part of the game tonight. That's not something you see every day. That's pretty special.
Yeah, a little bit different energy in the stands tonight as we have a little bit more history here with Owasso BA. And you can just feel a lot more energy from both sides of the field. Stands on the other side quite a bit more full than last week. And, man, the weather's great. Flags are blowing. Fans are involved. Cameras out watching the flyover. Just a lot of energy already in the game tonight.
Here at the Folds of Honor Patriot Bowl, the Rams trying to make it 1-0 again this week, move to 3-0 on the season as they host the Broken Arrow Tigers. Grant, it's time for our Kohler Jewelry Keys to the Victory. Kohler Jewelry, Owasso's home for fine jewelry, is John E. Kohler Jewelry Designs. Go see John and his team on the Owasso Expressway at Tyann Plaza. And for the Rams to be successful here tonight, Grant, what do you have for us?
Well, tonight I've got us at Coach B just talking to this week, and BA has a middle linebacker, Dietrich Moore. He's probably one of the best athletes in the field, stands right in the middle of the field. So I think we're going to see a lot of misdirection from the Rams. I know for a fact we're going to see a lot of motion, just trying to see what coverages we have tonight on defense. With doing so, as of last week, we made a lot of mental mistakes on offense with some procedure calls. I think it's going to be big tonight to keep our poise and try to go ahead and stick with everything on offense. Get where you're supposed to be on offense. Don't jump off sides. And then finally tonight, I think it's going to be key to the game to have a lot of pressure from the defensive line. We made some pressure last week, but we were unable to get to the quarterback very often, and I think tonight that's going to be another big thing we'll see.
And we heard Coach Blankenship echo that at his breakfast every Wednesday morning at 7 o'clock at Trails Inn Barbecue. There are things we think we see here on Friday nights that we miss, and Coach B is very gracious to be very transparent and kind of show us some things from last week's game and also the upcoming game. Of course, next week will be a bye week before the Rams travel to Union to take on either the Union Bison or the Union Red Hawks. I think that's still up in the air right now. So a big game here tonight as we get ready for the starting lineups. Teams coming out onto the field waiting for Broken Arrow to get out here. We'll look at the Rams starting lineups on defense. It will be on the front line, the All-American defensive end, Chris McClellan, 6'4", 295-pound senior. Next to him is defensive tackle, 6'1", 295-pound senior, Michael Jamerson. Tyler Rich, a 6'2", 285-pound senior. And then the other defensive end, Gage Smith, 6'2", 250-pound junior. At the linebackers, Aiden Lewis had a big game a couple of weeks ago and has been very active since he's come up at the linebacker spot, 6'3", 190-pound senior. Brody Doris had the big interception last week, 5'10", 200-pound senior. Jake Clifton, the 6'3", 205-pound senior. And then in the secondary at the corners, it'll be Brandon Ramsey, a 6'1", 190-pound senior. Chance Milgate at the other corner, a 5'11", 170-pound senior. And the safeties will be Cody Chase, a 5'11", 175-pound senior, and Jake Adams, a 5'11", 165-pound junior. On the offensive side at left tackle, it'll be Gavin Bohannon. We'll have to see if he's going to be in the game tonight. He may still be out this week, but we'll check that. He's 6'2", 275. Next to him is Logan Earwood at left guard, 6'1", 275-pound senior. At center, Tyron Collins, a 5'10", 255-pound senior. The right guard, Jacob Smitty, 6'1", 300-pound senior. And right tackle, Nolan Ackenhausen, a 6'1", 285-pound senior. The wideouts, Cole Adams, 5'11", 170-pound junior. Ronnie Thomas, a 5'11", 180-pound senior. Keelan Carney, 6'1", 175-pound senior. And Jeray Austin, 5'9", 160-pound junior. And they are threats anytime they touch the ball to take it to the end zone. At tight end, Jackson Woods is back in the lineup here tonight. We'll see he and Bryce Stevens switching out at tight end. The running back here this evening will be Emery Neely, as Derek Overstreet and Deshaun Kennard still waiting to be cleared to come back for action. Neely, a 5'11", 190-pound junior. And at quarterback, Austin Havens, a 6'4", 190-pound junior. And on occasion at quarterback, usually in the red zone, we will see Mason Willingham, a 6'2", 185-pound junior at the quarterback spot. Rams getting ready to kick off. They will be going right to left on your radio dial. We had the Travis Meyer weather report earlier. It's about 90 degrees out here, but a good 12 to 15 mile an hour wind from the south. And a great crowd here on hand tonight. This place is going to get loud and noisy for this matchup between the Owasso Rams and the Broken Arrow Tigers. These are the games you wait for. Rams get ready to kick off, lining up. Jake Adams waiting for the signal from the referee. Back deep, we'll try to make out. We got the black jerseys here tonight for Broken Arrow, all black uniforms. Marion Horn is one of the deep backs. He's committed to Texas Tech, and here we go with the Folds of Honor Patriot Bowl. Deep kick is in the end zone, so it'll be a touchback as Broken Arrow will come out 1st and 10 to start the ball game. Rams have been very successful the last few years over Broken Arrow. They've won all 3 Patriot Bowl, all 2. Tonight's the 3rd night for that. And of course the Rams won a state championship in 2017, Broken Arrow in 2018, and again the Rams in 2019. As we see the defense come onto the field, thank you for joining us here this evening. Those starting lineups brought to you by Spotlight 918. Be sure and pick up your free copy at area businesses. Keeper up the middle by the quarterback. That's going to be Griffin Stiber. Stiber with good size. We saw him before the game. He goes 6'4", 215. He's a senior. Gain of about 3 on the play. They'll give him 4, so it'll be 2nd and 6. And it looks like we got movement on the left side of the Broken Arrow line, so the first mental error of the game, that'll back them up 5 yards.
Trying to go with a quick snap there, and they don't have the poise we just talked about we need. So,
well, it was quick on the left, just not the right.
Really quick. Good start for the Rams.
So that'll move the ball back inside the 20 to the Broken Arrow 19-yard line. 2nd and about 11. Rams going with 2 deep. Adams and Chase. Steiger hands the ball off, and it's good pressure by the Rams. There are 5 or 6 Rams in on the tackle. Michael Jamerson was there first to blow it all up, and then his friends came in and finished it off. And that'll bring up 3rd down. Braden Foster was in on the tackle as well, along with Brody Doris. 3rd and 11. 3 receivers to the right. Single running back. Stiber back in the pocket, looks to his right, throws it underneath, tipped away there. Almost could have been picked off by Brody Doris. He was in great position right over the middle, and just like that, Broken Arrow is forced into a punting situation. Gotta like what you see there, Grant. Good defensive pressure, mental mistake, and the Rams able to get a stop on that first series.
Yeah, Broken Arrow feels that. They're trying to get the ball out quick, and good coverage by the linebackers, everybody there.
So punting from about their own inside the 5-yard line. Good snap. Punt is up, almost blocked. It's going to be a short punt. Going to see if Jere Austin was going to field it there. He's going to let it roll, and BA gets a good roll inside the Ram 40-yard line down to about the 48, where Owasso will take over 1st and 10.
Ronnie Thomas comes flying off the right edge, almost gets a hand on the punt, and I think it kind of, I don't know if that was just a design trying to get it to roll, but man, he almost got a hand on that one.
Did look like he altered the kick there a bit, but got the benefit of the roll that time.
Broken Arrow having a little bit of trickery, running some motion on their punt formation. We'll see how that affects us later on tonight.
So Austin Havens leads his team out onto the field. Empty backfield, 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. We're going to come out and we're either going to throw the ball or run a quarterback. Right now we're going to do a sweep. Hands the ball off. Almost a face mask coming around the left end. That's Neely from right to left. He's pushed out of bounds, a gain of about 6, maybe 7 on the play.
That's what Coach Blankenship was talking to us about earlier this week. Bringing a man in motion, he's trying to get a feel for if the defense is going to go man or zone. That time they stay in man, don't bump over the other cornerback.
Single coverage here on the near side. Another jet sweep coming around. No, it's a fake. Havens keeps it. Got a good block. He's here to the near sideline. Good enough for a first down. He crosses into Tiger territory down to the 43-yard line. Nice read and a nice job. Read the defensive end perfectly. The defensive end followed the sweep runner out to the outside. And that opened it up for Havens. A big game. 1st and 10 Rams. That's a State Farm agent, Casey Miller. First down. Havens hands the ball off to Neely, and he slipped. It looked, may have gotten 1, possibly 2 on the play. They'll give him 1 yard. I'm not sure he had a lot of running room, but obviously tripped up as soon as he got the ball, so we'll call it 2nd and 9. Broken Arrow running typically a standard 4-3, but only rushing 3 linemen here tonight. Here's the snap. Throw out to Cole Adams on the right side. He gets to the outside, slips one run defender, still going, and finally pushed out of bounds over in front of the Broken Arrow bench. Grant, that play looked like it was going to be dismal from the beginning, but Cole Adams makes something out of nothing.
Yeah, just being an athlete.
So a gain of about 4 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 5. 3 receivers here to the near side. Ball on the right hash. Havens barks out the cadence, but looks at the sideline as the play call is signaled in. Just under 9 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Havens in the pocket, looking to his left. Looking deep, got a lot of time, and he throws over the middle, finds his receiver. That's going to be Keelan Carney, and that's going to be good enough for a Ram first down. Carney inside the Tiger 30-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 at the Tiger 29-yard line. Rams with a great drive here on their opening possession. Havens at the line. Brings Thomas across left to right, then hands it off to Neely up the middle. He's got room, gets about 5. Got to bring up 2nd and 5. It's depending on where they mark it. Maybe just 4. So 2nd and 6. Ball spotted right on the 25-yard line. Two receivers here to the left. Now Jackson Woods at tight end. And we got receivers moving for Owasso, and that'll back the Rams up 5 yards. Their first mental mistake of the game. And Grant, you and I heard Coach Blankenship talk about those errors in that game last week.
Yeah, those drive killers. That's what those can be. Hopefully that's not what this is, but we talked about the production in the second half last week, and what made it such a close game is you back yourselves up, changing your game plan, and then kind of throwing it right into what the defense is looking for.
So that'll move the ball back to the 30-yard line, 2nd and 11.
Again, the Rams are fired up. It's hard to keep your poise in a game like this, especially with this much noise out right.
Clock run, 7:54 to go, no score in our game, and then we mark the Tigers offside, so that'll get those 5 yards right back. right now.
Everybody's ready to fire up the ball. I mean, it's exciting.
Of course, you and I had a chance to visit with our friend Jacquez Washington before the game. He's in Broken Arrow black and gold tonight.
Yeah, I couldn't recognize him.
2nd and 6 as the ball is moved back up to the Tiger 25-yard line. Havens waits for the snap. Steps back. Three-step drop. He's got a man wide open in the middle. Touchdown, Owasso Rams. I have no idea where any of the defenders were, but Keelan Carney was standing all alone in the middle of the field in the end zone. It was just a toss and catch for an Owasso Ram touchdown. Grant, it doesn't get any easier than that right there.
Well, that's a fast break. That's a 3-on-1 there, and he could have eeny, meeny, miny, moe, right, throw it. I'd like to see that.
So lining up for the executive home extra point. Adams with the kick, gets up, and it's good. So with 7:23 to go here in the first quarter, the Rams on the first drive score the opening touchdown. They lead 7-0 here at Owasso Stadium. We'll take a break, come back as we continue action here at Owasso on the Owasso Sports Network.
Wherever you are in eastern Oklahoma, you're never far from a Warren Clinic location. As part of St. Francis Health System, the area's largest Warren Clinic has more than 90 locations in the area, providing comprehensive health care for adults and children. From primary and specialty care to urgent care and physician video visits, Warren Clinic and St. Francis are here to give you the care you need. Or visit stfrancis.com.
Welcome back to Owasso has just scored the opening touchdown. 7 plays, 62 yards in 3 minutes and 17 seconds. Well, you can't draw it up any better than that.
Kind of looked like a Thursday walkthrough where you tell the defenders, do not hit the receiver.
I mean, Keelan Carney, I believe he was in the slot position over here on the left side. He just runs to the middle. Both safeties jumped up. There's a low kick.
Squib.
It's a squib kick touched by Broken Arrow at the 5-yard line, coming around to the near side and tackled immediately and hard at the 15-yard line. My goodness. Looked like that was Spears Jennings returning the kick, but he got blasted. So it'll be 1st and 10. Broken Arrow at their own 16-yard line. Ram defense back out on the field. Stiver back to throw on the right side, received there by Spears Jennings. He makes the catch and tries to stretch to the 25-yard line. Can't quite get the first down.
It looks like the Rams defense there, corners, safeties, both kind of bailing off the ball a little bit, giving a little bit of room. We'll see how much be able to take advantage of the underneath throws.
2nd and 2, so let's see if they try to take a shot here, Grant. Stiver, he's going to run it to the right, and he's met rudely by Chris McClellan, who throws him back on his heels. Probably should have just gone down when you got hit by that man.
Well, that's what Coach B talked about this week, is last week McClellan said, I was trying, I thought I could strip the ball. Coach B says, just tackle him. And I think right there, he wasn't going for the ball. Yeah. Just tackle him. That's good advice from Coach.
3rd down.
It's going to be
close. Movement up. Not sure. Yeah, they're going to wave it. It's going to be just enough for a Tiger first down at the 27-yard line.
Just runs through that right tackle gap. Just enough falls forward to get that first
Broken
down.
Arrow in a hurry-up offense. Stiver. Well, they lined up, but now they look to the side. Stiver with a lone running back. Double tight ends. Looks over to his right and almost picked off as that ball was way ahead of Spears Jennings, but Brandon Ramsey, that ball almost ended up in his hands.
Kind of touches the receiver's hands there. Just throws Ramsey off just enough, but almost hit him right in the chest.
Got a little juice going, don't you? Huh?
It's a different field tonight.
It's a different field tonight.
Yeah, there's a little bit. Owasso and Broken Arrow, a little different than Owasso Fayetteville. Great game last week, though. Not taking anything away from it.
Stiver back in the pocket, throws to the right again. That ball is out of bounds. Incomplete.
Jake Clifton might undercut that.
So that'll bring the ball back to the 27-yard line. 3rd and 10 for the Tigers. These are the down and distances you want this Ram defense to have. Keep the safeties deep. Stiver back in the pocket, throws over the middle. It's caught, and it's going to be, I believe, Grant, short of the first down. Let's see where they mark it. On the reception is Ryan Fox. So that is enough for a Broken Arrow Tiger first down. It was very close.
Rams substituting a linebacker for a safety.
Handoff up the middle and met rudely at the line of scrimmage. This front four is not allowing anything. And then finally, they slam the running back to the ground. I believe that was Michael Jamerson.
That's a great defensive call to substitute the linebacker in, bring a safety out, and stack everybody in the box. I think we had 7 or 8 in the box there.
Nathaniel Jones on the carry. They're going to give him about 2. 2nd and 8 for the Tigers at their own 38-yard line. Again, they bunch up in the middle, and now they bring 2 tight ends from left to right, 2 receivers on the right side. They fake the handoff, look over the middle. There's the throw, and tackled immediately, and there's a shot. Kind of some friendly fire that time. Jake Gillespie, the sophomore, in on the late hit on his own guy, Corbin Green, on the tackle. 3rd and 3. Ball spotted at the 44-yard line. Stiver with Jones in the backfield. Moves 2 receivers to the left side. Single coverage here on the near side with Spears Jennings. Stiver gives the handoff, and they're not going to get it. He was stopped for a moment by Jake Clifton before he could get to the edge. Didn't make the tackle, but was able to spin him around enough where 2 other Rams came in and made the tackle. I believe that was Tyler Rich in on the tackle, and that's going to bring up a 4th down for the Tigers, so they'll have to punt the ball away into this win. 3:35 to go here in the first quarter, 7-0, Owasso over Broken Arrow.
We're already seeing a lot more penetration this week by that Rams defensive line. I mean, like we talked about, getting pressure, and they're certainly creating some havoc back there.
Jeray Austin will go back deep for the Rams. He's at his own 25-yard line. Here's the punt. It gets held up by the wind a little bit. Austin's going to let it roll, and it gets a good roll inside the 15 down to the 11-yard line. So what looked like was going to be maybe good field position for the Rams, they're back in there, deep in their territory. But we didn't see them have much of a problem there with that first drive. See if they can come out and repeat that. Appreciate you joining us here this evening. Beautiful night out here. I mean, it's still
I know we said
80s,
89, but the south breeze, I mean, it really does feel like football weather.
Yeah. Great crowd here on hand. I mean, it feels like this is
Friday Night Lights.
Friday Night Lights at its best. You're exactly right. So Austin Havens will bring his offense back out onto the field. Neely in the backfield with him. Rams with 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. And I believe we had motion, a procedure call against Owasso.
And I have to talk to the student section when they're right behind us in the end zone. Tell them We want you fired up, but now's not a good time.
So that'll move the ball back inside the Ram 5-yard line. Actually, just outside the 5-yard line. 1st and 15. Run up the middle, and not much running room there. Kind of slow developing. So that'll bring up 2nd down. Seven to 0 our score. Clock is running as we're under 3 minutes. Rams taking their time. They're going to huddle up. Havens in at quarterback, Neely to his right. Now man in motion, that's Thomas. Thought the line might have moved early. Havens looking downfield. He's got a receiver wide open. It's caught at the 50 by Jeray Austin to the 25, the 20, the 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Owasso Rams. Austin Havens with the deep ball to Jeray Austin, and it's home free. Well, that's fun. Holy cow. A great throw, a great route, and there was only one guy to try to catch Jeray Austin, and he outruns the defense down the field. And just like that, the Rams strike with another touchdown. The Executive Homes extra point pending. Jake Adams will line it up, held by his brother Colt Adams. Kick is up, and it's good. So on the big pass play, the Rams now with 2:13 to go in the first quarter, lead Broken Arrow 14 to 0. We'll take a timeout and come back. You're listening to Ram Football on 100.1 KYFM.
Are the 4 food groups?
Milk, meat, fruit, and bread. They're so good. They might as well be
Charlie's that good? That settles it. Go on 76th Street, just east of Highway.
Welcome back as the Rams getting ready to kick off. A 92-yard touchdown pass, Austin Havens to Jeray Austin, and the fireworks are going off.
I love it. Stack the box. We'll throw it deep.
Rams kickoff, fielded just inside the end zone, so the Tigers will have to come out and start 1st and 10 again. That was a 92-yard touchdown pass. Actually, it was with the penalty, it was a 2-play, 89-yard drive in 55 seconds. So, and Grant, you and I left last week with a kind of a bad taste in our mouth from that second half. But the Rams, I mean, they look crisp and sharp here tonight, offensively and defensively.
Yeah, I'm glad there wasn't 2 more minutes in the game last week, but
Stiver hands off up the middle. Not much running room there as this defense is stout between the tackles. For this Broken Arrow offensive line, they're not quite as big as they have been in the past. You lose a guy like Andrew Rame, who dominated that tackle position for so many years, now playing center for the University of Oklahoma. Fake handoff, throw over the middle, and the pass is dropped. Intended receiver there was Sterling Ramsey, and he's unable to draw it in. And just like that, it's 3rd and 7. You hear Jared Gallagher on the on-field PA doing a great job getting the crowd fired up. Here's the snap. Stiver looks to his left, and it's over the outstretched hands of his receiver, incomplete, out of bounds. And again, offense staring at the sideline here for a moment. I would not guess that Coach Josh Blankenship would go for it here. And that finally sends on the punting team. Jeray Austin will go back deep for the Rams. He's going to line up about the 35-yard line. Steiber is also the punter. And he gets off a good punt, low. And it goes out of bounds. Let's see where the referee marks this. It's going to be in Ram territory, I believe, as he walks up the sideline. And stopped at the Ram 48-yard line. So 1:26 to go here in the first quarter. The Rams have had 2 possessions, and they have 2 touchdowns. And the offense is coming back out on the field as they lead 14-0 here in the early going of the Folds of Honor Patriot Bowl. I want to thank Dan Rooney and his crew, and especially Jim Glover Auto family. We saw the check presented on the field earlier, $54,000 to the Folds of Honor. Certainly grateful to the Jim Glover Auto family for doing that. 1st and 10s. Havens, empty backfield, looks right, gets it over to Neely. He's got a couple of blockers. He splits them, gets to the outside, stiff arm, still going, cut from behind inside the 35-yard line. Finally brought down there by Javion Franklin. That was a well set up play.
Really good blocking out front by the receivers.
And for Neely to make the
athletic moves, absolutely. And he had a chance to run out of bounds, decided to stick it back inside, get an extra 2 or 3.
That's a State Farm agent, Casey Miller. First down at the Broken Arrow 35-yard line. Havens on the keeper, starts inside, breaks outside. Not much there. He needs to just go down and count his losses, as that's going to be a loss of about 3, maybe 4. Let's see where they mark it. It may just be 3, so it'll be 2nd and about 13. That play didn't look good from the beginning, but maybe it set up something else. I don't know.
Now, we haven't seen much motion here from the Rams in the last 2 drives, but I'm sure we'll see somebody come across here soon.
Fake the jet sweep, throw out to the right, an almost drop. Neely reels it in, trying to get upfield. Thought he may have dropped the ball there for a moment, but he gets some of the yardage back. Maybe got 6 on the play. Down to the 33-yard line. It's going to be 3rd and 7 as this clock is going to wind down, and that's going to end this first period of play. The Folds of Honor Patriot Bowl. It's Owasso 14, Broken Arrow 0. We'll take a full timeout here on your Owasso Sports Network.
And a true test of golf. Visit Bailey Ranch Golf Club in Owasso. Located just 10 minutes north of Tulsa, Bailey Ranch is now open for play following an extensive renovation to the golf course. Be one of the first to experience the new Bailey Ranch Golf Club on 86th Street, just 2 minutes west of Highway 169. Book your tee time today at BaileyRanchGolf.com.
Hey everybody, it's Ray Adcock with Christian Brothers Automotive in Owasso, and I just want to share a simple challenge with you today. And that challenge is just to smile. Sometimes we get so wrapped up in what we're doing and what we're thinking about, we don't remember to smile. I know that when I remember to smile at people, oftentimes they smile back. And that's because smiling has the power to improve somebody's mood in that moment. So I just want to remind you today, join with me and let's remember to smile more.
Welcome back to Owasso. Grant, give us the numbers in that first quarter.
Owasso with 8 rushes for 45 yards. Broken Arrow with 7 rushes for 12 yards. Passing, Owasso's 4 for 4 for 131 yards. Broken Arrow 3 for 8 for 23 yards, bringing total offense to 176 for the Rams and 35 for the Tigers.
Rams doing some trickery. They get it to Keelan Carney on an inside route, and he's going to be stacked up short of the first down. And Grant, this is kind of that territory. It's going to be 3rd and about 3, so Coach Blankenship, Bill Blankenship, I guess I need to be more specific here tonight as it's father and son. So Coach Bill Blankenship leaves his offense out on the field. 4th and 2, ball at the 27-yard line of Broken Arrow.
Those father-son duels are tough.
Especially on the kids. They just don't have the gray and the experience.
Not that much gray.
2nd and 4, and we got movement on the left side. Grant, another mental mistake that Coach Blankenship talked about at his breakfast, and he will not be happy with that.
After a quarter switch and one good play, here we are.
So that'll back the ball up 5 yards. 4th and 7, but I still think he's going to go for it. Mason Willingham had checked into the ball game at quarterback. He'll come off as Austin Havens will come back in. Now they're going to spread out. Neely in the backfield. 2 receivers to the left and right. Havens falls back in the pocket. Runs up the middle, and he just got tripped up. Grant, you got to throw that football. You really can't run for 7 yards.
Yeah, we talk about that all the time, and you can't even throw it to a receiver for 6 yards. You got to throw it past the sticks. I think he had plenty of time, but I think he sees a hole there, but there's a lot of speed in the middle of the field for the Tigers.
You brought that out in the pregame, that middle linebacker, very active. And
Dietrich Moore.
They don't have a lot of size, but they have good speed, and he tackled well there. So the ball will go over on downs. Tigers will take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line. Stiber in the pocket. Fakes the handoff. Looking to his left. He got a receiver going long, and he missed the open receiver that was running a deep crossing pattern and tried to come underneath, but had 2 receivers underneath, and neither was looking back at the quarterback.
It still looked like an outnumbered 2-on-1 coverage in the Rams secondary.
As we mentioned, Griffin Stiber at quarterback, 6'4", 215 pounds. He's a big fella. Again, tries to throw it to his right. Chris McClellan bats the ball down. So that'll bring up 3rd down. McClellan has been very active here this evening, as has the entire Owasso defense. Just see a little more hop in their step here this evening.
Yeah, we say it, energy. There just feels a lot more energy in here.
Rams showing blitz. Jake Clifton trying to get this Ram crowd going in the game, make some noise. Rams with 5 on the line. Here they come. Stiber with the low snap. Tries to throw it out quickly, and it's batted down here on the left side. Gage Smith able to get his big paw up and knock the pass down, and so Broken Arrow again forced into a punting situation. I believe this will be their 4th punt of the night.
I think Stiber was really fortunate there. He grabs a low snap, looks up. He doesn't even look up, just throws it. I think he's really lucky it got batted down. I think there were some Rams in the way of that ball. It could have gone 6 the other way. I actually think he was fortunate for a broken up pass.
So Stiber back in punt formation, gets the punt off. It's a low line drive. Takes a Tiger bounce inside the 30, inside the Ram 25. It's still rolling. It'll stop at the Owasso 22-yard line, where the Rams will take over 1st and 10 with 10:15 to go here in the second quarter. This second quarter brought to you by Duralast Roofing Specialists. Get total protection. It's guaranteed, built to last with Zach Harbaugh and Duralast Roofing Specialists, Owasso's roofing experts. Request a quote today at 918-906-7800. We appreciate Zach and all of our sponsors allowing us to bring you Owasso Ram football, not only on the air, but over the stream as well on the Owasso Sports Network. Ram offense back out on the field, 1st and 10. Havens gets the snap, gives the handoff to Neely, going to his left, and he's going to be run out of bounds. Late hit out of bounds, and we do have a flag on the play. Neely was clearly out of bounds, and somebody came up. You could tell from here, it's on the far side of the field, he was easily in the white, and some Tiger came up and just blasted him.
Well, those are the penalties that will make a defensive coordinator sick. Stop the Rams for a loss in the backfield, or at least a no gain, and then give up 15 on a penalty. A stupid penalty.
But advantage Owasso, as that'll bring the ball out to the 34-yard line.
I'll take them all day.
Well, yeah. But you're right. It's a mental error on the other side as well, and you just can't do that. That was way too late. So another State Farm agent, Casey Miller, first down. Rams end around to the left. It was Austin who took the speed sweep handoff. A lot of misdirection that time. He's going to get about 6 on the play. That'll bring up 2nd and 4.
You got to think Coach B is just setting up some of that motion, play action.
Well, the safeties keep creeping up. The linebackers, I mean, they're 3 yards off the ball.
Broken Arrow likes to play man coverage.
Havens again barks the cadence, but then looks over to the sideline. Now we get the play call in. Clock continues to roll, 9:25.
Blitz.
Havens gives the handoff to Neely, running to his right, and there's just nothing there, but there was hard pressure from Havens' left side, and I don't think he really had any choice but to hand off the football.
Yeah, that's Dietrich Moore coming in hot on the left side. But if he blitzes left and we run right, you can't ask for too much more than that.
So 3rd and 5 here for Owasso. 2 receivers to each side. Now Adams goes in motion and then turns back the other way, gets the pass from Havens. He's going to get some room upfield. He's breaking away to the 40, tries to split the defenders and can't quite keep his feet before he's brought down at the Broken Arrow Tiger 30-yard line. That's going to be a Jim Glover Auto Family first down. And that's a big turn. Granted, it was one of those plays. Cole Adams starts out on the right side at receiver like he's coming across, and then when he gets to the quarterback at the snap, he just spins and comes back out to the side he ran from. They throw it out to him, and it's a mismatch at that point.
You show off his speed and his balance as he almost breaks through that last tackle.
So we've got a Broken Arrow Tiger player down on the field, so as they come out to take a look at him, we'll take a 1-minute timeout here on your Owasso Sports Network.
Get the gift of life insurance. Call Phoenix Insurance, 918-336-5460. This is 100.1 KY.
Designs, and we'll make every visit a touchdown.
Rams lining up 1st and 10. Speed sweep to the left, and the Tigers are coming up reading that now. And Grant, I can't help but think what you said is about to come true, that they are setting up for a long, deep pass. The injured player, Jacob Jennings, able to walk off the field under his own ability.
Yeah, you can start to see the Broken Arrow Tigers starting to creep up slowly, starting to fill the box a little bit more. They're ready for that jet sweep. We'll see what we do on offense to counter that.
Now 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, Neely in the backfield. Now Havens will look to the sideline to get the play call. Barks it out to his offensive line. 3-man rush by Broken Arrow, who typically run a 4-3. Havens in the pocket, looks to his left, flips it out to Neely. He's got a good block from his receiver. Neely gets another shot out of bounds. That could easily have been a flag once again, as he's almost off the white on that far side, but a good gain on the play. Moves the ball to the 25-yard line, so it's going to be 3rd and 5 for the Rams. Ronnie Thomas here on this near side. He's got room in the corner. He's going to run across. The ball is on the ground, and I believe the Broken Arrow Tigers recovered. There was a botched handoff between Havens and Thomas, and so our first turnover of the game.
You know, we go back to last week. We talked about it. The Rams coming out at half looked like they were running away with the game. And we give up an early turnover in the second half. Kind of like right now, I mean, we're not by any means running away with this game, but you can feel that. That's going to be a big turnover here. Hopefully we can lock down on defense.
So the Tigers will come out and take over 1st and 10. Handoff on the right side, and a little bit of running room that time. Nathaniel Jones on the carry. He'll get about 4 on the play, call it 2nd and 6. Stiver back in the pocket, 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Takes the handoff, looks right over the middle, and a wide open receiver, and it was just dropped, and he took a shot after he dropped the football, trying to see who that is. That's Joshua Wilhite, 6'1", 220 pounds.
If it hit me in the hands, I'd probably roll around for a second too, get back up, kind of limp back to the huddle.
So 3rd and 7 now, or 3rd and 6 for Broken Arrow. Ram defense trying to erase the turnover. Stiver turns to throw, but then hands off, and Jones is tackled. I believe that's Brody Doris. It is. Kind of hog-tied him and
steer
wrestled him down to the ground that time.
Bulldogging up there.
So that'll bring up 4th down, and this Ram defense, again, for the most part, Grant, at this point of the game, the Ram defense hasn't really been threatened here tonight, and they look like they're in complete control.
After giving up a turnover like that, just to lock down is exactly what we talked about. And the Rams punt team, or punt return team, has been putting a lot of pressure back there, forcing some low kicks.
And you mentioned it earlier, Ronnie Thomas off the right side. Here come the Rams. They may have touched it. It's going to be a short kick, but again, they get a good roll. Almost there. The ball's going to roll down to the Owasso 33-yard line. Grant, there were 6 red shirts, maybe 7, in front of the punter, and they just...
Yeah, the deep snapper, he's got a little bit of a rainbow to his snap. It's not a dart by any means, but the Rams are getting a lot of pressure back there on the punter. We keep holding them to a 4th down. We're going to see a hand get on one of those before long.
Ram offense comes back out. 5:56 to go here in this second quarter. Owasso 14, Broken Arrow 0. Rams with the football at their own 33-yard line. Havens gets the snap, hands the ball off to Thomas, and he gets it here to the near side, gets about 4 yards on the play. Cole Adams making sure his defender doesn't make the play as he buries the defensive back with his block. That'll wear you down throughout the game. Second down. Ball just across the Owasso 35-yard line. Havens looks to the sideline. Clock continues to roll. 5:20.
I have a blitz down here on the right side. And we do.
He does. Havens steps away from it, rolls out to his right, goes downfield, finds his receivers, Jackson Woods. He's tackled it inside Broken Arrow territory at the 44-yard line. This one may come back as we have a flag at the Ram 30-yard line. Be interesting to see what the call here is.
Yeah,
it's going to be holding
Moore,
against Owasso.
Moore comes right off the edge, and Havens does a great job avoiding that because it's kind of to his blind side. And then I thought he did a great job of stepping up, but got a little laundry, and somebody's holding a jersey down there.
So that'll bring the ball back after the big gain on the play. As the Rams, it's going to move the ball back to the Owasso 20-yard line. Second and 23. Havens with the snap, looking over the middle. Throws it out underneath. Keelan Carney, and he gets knocked out of bounds at the 30-yard line, so they get 10 yards back. That still leaves a pretty good distance to go on third down. 3rd and 13 from their own 30. Havens gets the snap, falls back in the pocket, rolls to his right, looking over the middle, doesn't pull the trigger, and then just throws it away underneath.
It looks like Broken Arrow's bringing a lot of pressure there.
Yeah.
And Havens hanging on to it probably a little too long. You'd think somebody, it's got to be good coverage downfield, but a good job of just getting it out of bounds.
So the Rams will have to punt the football away into this wind. It's been pretty steady all night, about 10 miles an hour. Cody Chase goes back in punt formation, rolls to his right, and he's going to take off running. And he's going to get it. He fakes the only defender that had him out. Oh, my goodness. The Riverboat Gambler, Bill Blankenship, calls a fake punt on 4th and 13.
Gosh.
Cody Chase runs to his right, almost like it's going to be a rugby-style punt. He takes off running. It's one of those, Grant, where you're going, oh, no, and then, yeah, go.
Well, I think it's a design. He's reading somebody. I'm not sure who he was reading, and then he just sees it, takes off, but he does make an athletic move at the end of the play, cuts it back inside just to get enough for the first down. And just when you think the momentum's gone, here we go, and that's got to be deflating on the other side of the ball.
Well, and looked like the defender had the angle on him at about 10 yards shy of the first down, and Cody Chase just lets him go flying across in front of him.
Used to getting juked out by those punters.
Yeah. So 1st and 10 Rams at the Tiger 48-yard line. Havens hands off to Neely, and he's fighting in the middle, but he's finally dragged down there. Maybe a gain of 1 on the play. In on the tackle, Briley Ferguson for the Tigers. 4:05 to go here before halftime. Owasso 14, Broken Arrow 0. Here at the Folds of Honor Patriot Bowl. Havens looks right real quick, and it hits his receiver in the head. Jeray Austin wasn't quite turned around, and the ball was on him. And Havens is going to go up and talk to him about maybe running that a little bit flatter to the outside. So that'll bring up 3rd and 10.
And that's what you like from your quarterback, anticipating the throw. Austin's just got to get his head whipped back around.
3rd and 10. Havens in the pocket. Here comes Ronnie Thomas, left to right. They hand him the ball to the reverse. Austin going to the left side. He's at the 40. He's got a blocker in front of him. To the 30. To the 25. He's finally brought down on the reverse. And there's some of that misdirection and also some of that Owasso Ram speed from the receivers. And that'll be a State Farm agent, Casey Miller, first down as the Rams just outside the Broken Arrow Tiger 25-yard line, 3:32 to go here before halftime. This could be a real difference maker here, Grant, if the Rams can punch this in.
Absolutely.
3 receivers to the right. Havens in the pocket. Looks over the middle, throws to the outside. It's Ronnie Thomas, sheds the first defender, runs into the middle, across the 15, down to the 13, maybe the 12-yard line. Quite slippery that time as he was able to throw a couple of Broken Arrow defenders off of him.
That's what we call yak. Yards after catch. And the Rams are doing a great job of picking up extra yards after making the catch.
So that'll be another State Farm agent, Casey Miller, first down. Havens with two receivers to his left, one to his right. He throws it over the middle. It's caught. And a touchdown, Owasso Rams. Keelan Carney with the reception. Owasso now up 20-0 with 2:44 to go here before halftime. And the extra point pending. A great read by Austin Havens. Good hands by Keelan Carney.
Man, Carney's got somebody right on his back, and Havens makes a fantastic throw on a dime. And Carney makes a great catch and then extends himself over the goal line. It's a fantastic touchdown for the Rams there. Like you said, going up another score.
Jake Adams with the extra point at 10. Nice snap, and his brother Cole gets it down. The kick is up, and it's good. 2:44 to go here before halftime. Owasso 21, Broken Arrow 0 here at the Patriot Bowl. We'll take a time out and get back. Football on the left. Go up 21-0 over Broken Arrow. A 9-play, 67-yard touchdown drive spurred by the fake punt by Cody Chase. So 2:44 to go. Here's the kickoff.
Outside, nobody's there.
And
Rams
the Rams got it. Oh, we got a late flag. I don't know what that could be.
It may have just
It may have gone out of bounds. That's exactly right. I'm telling you, Coach Bill Blankenship is pulling out everything. It's almost not fair. You know what, though, Grant? Even though that doesn't, they're not able to execute that. How much fun is that just to be able to run a play like that? I mean, you've been down there whenever you run some things like that. That keeps your team fired up. It's hard to get yes. Yeah. Tigers take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line. Stiber hands off up the middle, and there's some room as Jones breaks away. A hard run, and he runs out for a first down. And that was just straight between the guard and center. Broke a couple of tackles. Hand off again to Jones. He's got room on the outside. He's across the 30. And all of a sudden, back-to-back gash plays. Broken Arrow going. They're not going away. I mean, they are lining up and running a play. Ball at the Ram 31-yard line. First and 10. They move the chains. Broken Arrow lines up offensively. They're ready to go. Stiber with the snap. Gives the ball to Jones again, and not so much that time as he's met Rudley at the 30-yard line. That's Jake Clifton, the senior linebacker, says not on my watch. The Kansas State commit stops him for a short gain. Clock continues to tick. Under 2 minutes to go. Second and 8. Stiber. And up Jones again. He's been in the backfield again. Jake Clifton says, I'll follow you all day long. And the Rams are just going to wrestle him down to the ground. And we're going to have a late flag against Owasso. Not sure what that's about. Referees are going to confer. Against the Tigers. takes a timeout. We'll take a Duralast Roofing Specialist timeout as well. Come back with 1:41 to go here on your Owasso Sports Network.
And Walgreens in Owasso. Go Rams!
1:41 to go here before halftime. Owasso 21, Broken Arrow 0, but Broken Arrow found some success in the running game on this drive. However, an unsportsmanlike penalty call has moved them back to the Owasso 46-yard line, and they got a long way to go. They've got to get to the 21-yard line for a first down.
That's a great answer by the Owasso defense. Two great runs by Broken Arrow, and then two monster stops by Owasso. Then, like you said, polished off with a 15-yard unsportsmanlike penalty. And now the Tigers see themselves with 2nd and 25.
Jake Clifton on both of those stops. So Stiber lines up with Jones in the backfield, 3 receivers to the right. Stiber rolls to his right, looks for the long receiver who's wide open. They let him go.
And he underthrows him.
He can't make the catch. That was his ace receiver, Spears Jennings, but you're right. The ball was well underthrown and gave the defender time. But Grant, he was behind the defense and wide open.
I'm watching the Rams off the ball bail secondary, and I have no idea how he got behind him. Somebody's expecting help from somebody else. I don't know there how he got so wide open with the Rams bailing off the snap.
So you got 4th down and a long way to go at the Ram 46-yard line. Minute 32 is plenty of time for Owasso to score, and it looks like Broken Arrow. I question this call a little bit, unless they're just trying to. I mean, I don't know what your real goal is here, and Broken Arrow is going to take a timeout and talk about it. We'll take a Duralast Roofing Specialist timeout as well. Come back for the final minute 32 seconds here on your Owasso Sports Network.
Score a touchdown with Owasso Computer Repair. Whether you need computer repair, upgrades, or general cleanup, Owasso Computer Repair can assist you with all your needs. For more information, visit OwassoComputerRepair.com. Go Rams!
Welcome back to Owasso. A minute 32 to go here before halftime. Owasso 21, Broken Arrow 0. Got a score in from the Backyard Bowl that Jinx over Union 15-0. Jinx lost that game last week to the Bixby Spartans, and Union beat this Broken Arrow team last week 38-28, but right now seem to be struggling a bit, playing that game down at the new Union Tuttle Stadium, which we will be at in 2 weeks to face the Union football team. So what do you think here, Grant? What do we? You had a good point there off the air. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, if we see Stibert line up like that again in the shotgun, I wouldn't be surprised to see a quick kick from Stibert, just trying to roll one down, pin the Rams deep, kind of unexpected. Because like we said, also lining up in punt formation, we've almost blocked 2 or 3 of them. Maybe Coach Blankenship for the Tigers, just trying to catch the Rams a little bit off guard and get a ball pinned deep as they come out and line up in punt formation.
Still a good observation, though. Stiber going to run to his right, and he's going to throw over the middle, and it's batted down, almost intercepted by Cole Adams. Stiber rolled to his right, and I mean, the ball was going to be short anyway. There were all kinds of Ram defenders in coverage, but Cole Adams just bats the ball down, and Stiber's 6'4", so I'm sure he can see over the defense.
I'm watching right there for the Rams to pick one off and go the other way. I didn't even see it get batted down. Well covered.
So now a minute 27 to go, and the Rams take over 1st and 10 on a short field. As the ball is spotted at the Ram 46-yard line, Havens in at quarterback. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Jackson Woods, the tight end. The handoff to Neely up the middle. He's got about 5, or maybe just 4 as he reaches midfield. Rams with all 3 timeouts. I don't know, Grant. You got to think that Coach B is going to try to pull something here. Old Dad, he still has a trick or two.
I'm throwing a deep ball sometime soon. Draw him in, sling it.
Quick throw to the outside. Cole Adams is going to be tackled immediately. Good defense that time by the corner here on the near side, Elisha Wilson. Been a battle there all night long. Clock under a minute, 50 seconds. Havens looking at the sideline. Rams taking their time. Broken Arrow, now they go 2 deep safeties. Havens in the pocket, looks to his right. Got a receiver and just can't get the ball to Ronnie Thomas. Thomas was the slot receiver, went down, broke to the outside, but just couldn't draw the ball in that time. Throw was too far outside, so Cody Chase will come back on and appear to punt. I'm sure he will in this situation. 26 seconds here before halftime. I'll try to talk to Coach Blankenship before he gets into the locker room. Here's the punt. Nice high punt and a fair catch called. And the Tigers will take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line. Actually, they're going to move it back to the Broken Arrow Tiger 24-yard line. Well, you can't ask for a much better first half than what we've seen here by Owasso.
Absolutely. If the Rams can hold out, I'm sure I would be surprised to see Broken Arrow come out and do anything but just run the clock out, go into the halftime and regroup. But knowing the Rams come out second half with getting the ball, you're right.
So the Ram defense comes back out on the field. 19 seconds left on the clock. Stiber, he's in the pistol. He's just going to hand off to Jones. Jones on the right side. He's got some room across the 35, and he's tripped up there. Jake Adams, I think we had something late. We got late flags. Grant, I didn't see what happened. Did you?
Yeah, it's tough there. Running back acts like he didn't go down, and so he gets up, takes off again. And so the Rams trying to prevent scoring right here before half. Go ahead and get a late hit there. That's a tough call from a defender just trying to prevent a touchdown.
Now to move the ball up 15 yards. 13 seconds left on the clock. Ball at midfield, 1st and 10, Broken Arrow. I mean, you could go Tom Brady here and throw a deep ball. 3 deep safeties for Owasso. Time for 1, maybe 2 plays. Stiber in the pocket. He's got good protection. Breaks out to the right side. He's going to take off running. He's across the 40 and knocked out of bounds. And Jake Clifton's going to get called for a late hit, even though he tried to hold up the quarterback. And that changes everything now with 5 seconds. I mean, that will move you at least into field goal territory. I don't know what Broken Arrow has by the means of a field goal kicker.
It can't be any worse than the Dallas Cowboys.
Been on that one all day. Going to take a victory to get over that one. Not going to mention any names, Greg Zerline.
If Zerline's kicking
well, hey, wait a minute.
we're going to go for it.
Well, here's Broken Arrow coming out to attempt a field goal, and the Rams, they're going to take a timeout. We'll take a timeout with them. You're listening to Ram Football on 100.1 KYFL.
Seems like every game and app and service wants to charge you a fee. Monthly fee, usage fee, delivery fee. So how about a checking account that pays you, huh? Then remember this. You get paid on every Visa debit transaction with PayMe Checking from Communication Federal Credit Union. Online, in apps, or in stores. Last year, our members earned over $240,000 in paybacks with PayMe Checking. Get paid instead of paying. Communication Federal Credit Union. Some restrictions apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
5 seconds to go. Broken Arrow with the ball on the Ram 21-yard line. A field goal attempt which will be from the 28-yard line. It'll be a 38-yard field goal. Here's the snap, the hold, and the kick. It looks like it's going to be, it hit the crossbar and bounced across. It didn't look like it was going to be long enough, but he's able to get it across for 3 points for the Broken Arrow Tigers. We're going to try to get Coach Blankenship on the mic with us here for a moment. Coach B, can you hear us? Coach B? There we go, Coach. Hey, you got to be pleased with your team's performance here in the first half.
Well, until the last 30 seconds.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the stuff we cannot make, those foolish kind of penalties. That resulted in points on the board that shouldn't be there.
But other than that, your defense has really controlled this first half.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And I want to be happy about that, but I'm pretty ticked off right now.
Okay, Coach.
Because that's a free one.
Go straighten up your ball club, and we'll see you here in the second half.
Thank you.
Coach Blankenship, he's up 21-3, but that last drive he is not pleased with, and the reason is, Grant, he is not pleased with that is because that's a lack of discipline. That is something they worked on from last week. We had a lot of penalties last week. I know he's pleased with the way his defense is played, but you got to play smart. You got to know when to pull up because who knows, that 3 points, it meant a lot last night for the Cowboys. It means a lot here tonight to Coach Blankenship.
All I can say is I'm really glad I'm up here and not in the locker room right now because Coach B did not sound very happy, and he shouldn't be. 33 yards, gives up the – Billy was just trying to run the clock out, gets a lucky break, then a bad penalty there, 3 free points like you said, and then the luck of it hitting a crossbar, rolling over it.
Still got to like the defense and the control they have. The Rams offense doing a good job as well as we have approached halftime where it's Owasso 21, Broken Arrow 3. We'll come back for our halftime pregame or our halftime show brought to you by the Hopper Group. You're listening to Ram Football on 100.1 KYFM.
KYFM. Wings to go at Owasso can be described as simply great wings. Wings to go at Owasso is located on 129th, just up from Home Depot. Wings to Go is a proud supporter of the Owasso Rams and all of the Owasso community. Friday special, chicken tenders, got to check them out. They are delicious. Boneless special on Wednesdays. Come on in. You can check out the menu on wingstogo.com. Stop in before the game, grab Wings to Go, or bring the family. Wings to Go, Owasso.
Welcome back to Owasso, where we're here at halftime.
At Owasso Coffee Company,
there we go.
It's all about bold flavors and big smiles. Located right down the street from Owasso High School in the Renaissance Shopping Center, Owasso Coffee Company focuses on delicious baked goods and quality handcrafted beverages featuring Rose Rock coffee products made right here in Oklahoma. Stop by or drive through today at Owasso Coffee Company, a proud supporter of Owasso Athletics.
Molly Jordan, a Keller Williams Premier Agent in Owasso, is not only a huge fan of Owasso Athletics, Molly is also a huge supporter of everything Owasso. Molly has been selling homes and properties in Owasso for a long time and understands this market. Call Molly Jordan or find her on Facebook. Call her at 918-520-6015 today. Go Rams. Let's have a winning season in Owasso and call Molly Jordan. Jeff and Shelley Waters of Waterstone Cleaners in Owasso and Tulsa are proud supporters of Owasso Athletics. Waterstone Cleaners has served this area since 2006, and they love all things Owasso. They offer dry cleaning and full laundry service at Waterstone Cleaners. Stop by the Owasso location at the corner of 96th and Garnett. In Owasso, go Rams!
Whether it's supporting Owasso football on Friday nights or making sure you're covered in life, State Farm Agent Robert Long is there for you. When it comes to home, life, and auto insurance, go with the one who's supported the Rams since day one. Go with State Farm agent Robert Long, located on 86th Street in Owasso.
Whether you're buying or selling a home, don't trust your real estate needs to just any mom and pop company. At the Hopper Group, you get local market expertise with the backing of a worldwide network. Enjoy RE/MAX results with the Hopper Group.
Welcome back here at Owasso Stadium here at halftime, where the Owasso Rams lead the Broken Arrow Tigers 21-3 on this Folds of Honor Patriot Bowl. And Grant, we could hear the displeasure, we'll say it kindly, the displeasure of that last drive and the two unsportsmanlike penalties against Owasso's defense. Coach B not happy with that. He wants disciplined football, and he wants his guy, because he knows later on down the road that's going to be key. And quite honestly, if we're in, at that point, a tight ball game, that could be a critical 3 points for Owasso. Who knows, it may still be.
Oh, yeah. Obviously we keep talking about last night, but we learned really quick how important 3 points can be. And like you said, the disappointment in his voice is it's enough in his mind to take away exactly all the good we did in that first half. He'll go inside, I'm sure, reemphasize the good that some of those guys did, but really coach that discipline.
Just kind of your overview of what you've seen here in the first half. The Rams, you and I did not know how they were going to respond after that, I don't want to say a weak second half against Fayetteville, but a little bit of a letdown, and you didn't know how they were going to come out and respond. And you and I have talked today, and it's different when you bring in a Broken Arrow, a Union, a Jinx, and you can really feel the energy here in the stadium tonight.
Yeah, between the crowd, the bands, and everybody here, totally different feel. Just going back to the first half, really good offensive execution, and like we talk about, the Rams receivers, we'll take them against anybody, and the Rams are so explosive. We don't ever have a problem scoring, so I was really proud of the defense there to hold the Tigers to, yes, 3 points that we gave away there at the end. But really proud of the Rams D. The D-line, I think we said keys to the game, D-line getting pressure on. They've done that. They've done well with that. And then also secondary-wise, I've seen a lot of different coverages going on in the secondary. And we had one mistake where somebody got behind us, but we go in at halftime or pull a guy to the sideline and go, hey, what are you doing here? What are you doing here? And we fix that, come out in the second half. I don't think we'll see as many busts as we did last week in the secondary. Really hoping, obviously, it'll be a good test to us. And then coming out and doing that. And then offensively, we didn't talk about it much tonight, but Neely getting the heavy load in the backfield tonight as we have two running backs who are out of the game.
Yeah.
That'll kind of wear on your legs and things. We did see the Rams early on in the half doing a lot of motion. And as we talked about, Coach Blankenship trying to see if Broken Arrow is going to defensively, are they going to man up? Are they going to bump coverage over and stick to a zone? So I think we'll see a little bit more of that motion to continue to read that. I felt like we moved the ball better in the run game in the first quarter than the second quarter, but I also noticed in the second quarter we didn't run that motion as much, so I'll be curious to see what we do in scouting that out.
What do you look for the offense to do to be able to move the football a little bit more? I mean, we've only taken that one deep shot that resulted in a touchdown to Jeray Austin, 92 yards. We haven't really tested the middle of the field deep again.
Yeah, and we talked about, I'm with you there, and we talked about, Dietrich Moore being a problem in the middle of the field. And what I'm noticing, too, is Broken Arrow is bringing him up on the line quite a bit in some blitz packages, which does open up the one area we're trying to avoid. So I think we might see, because we talked about the athleticism of the Rams and the speed, maybe doing a little bit of what we saw last week with Fayetteville against us, just dragging guys across the middle and then letting their footwork take over and getting the extra yardage.
So here at halftime, we're going to take another 2-minute timeout, come back, and we'll hear our halftime interview with Owasso Athletic Director Zach Duffield. You're here at the Hopper Group halftime show where the Owasso Rams lead the Broken Arrow Tigers 21-3 here on your Owasso Sports Network.
For residential and commercial plumbing, call Mason's Plumbing. We're serving you as their priority. Locally owned and operated. This is KYFM Bartlesville and KYFM HD1 Bartlesville.
Hey everybody, it's Ray Adcock with Christian Brothers Automotive in Owasso. And I just want to share a simple challenge with you today. And that challenge is just to smile. Sometimes we get so wrapped up in what we're doing and what we're thinking about, we don't remember to smile. I know that when I remember to smile at people, oftentimes they smile back. And that's because smiling has the power to improve somebody's mood in that moment. So I just want to remind you today, join with me and let's remember to smile more.
Whether it's supporting Owasso football on Friday nights or making sure you're covered in life, State Farm Agent Robert Long is there for you. When it comes to home, life, and auto insurance, go with the one who's supported the Rams since day one. Go with State Farm Agent Robert Long, located on 86th Street in Owasso.
At Owasso Coffee Company, it's all about bold flavors and big smiles. Located right down the street from Owasso High School in the Renaissance Shopping Center, Owasso Coffee Company focuses on delicious baked goods and quality handcrafted beverages featuring Rose Rock coffee products made right here in Oklahoma. Stop by or drive through today at Owasso Coffee Company, a proud supporter of Owasso Athletics.
Wings to go at Owasso can be described as simply great wings. Wings to go at Owasso is located on 129th, just up from Home Depot. Wings to go is a proud supporter of the Owasso Rams and all of the Owasso community. Friday special, chicken tenders, got to check them out. They are delicious. Boneless special on Wednesdays. Come on in. You can check out the menu on wingstogo.com. Stop in before the game, grab Wings to Go, or bring the family and enjoy simply great wings with us at Wings to Go, Owasso.
Welcome back to Owasso Stadium. A lot of stuff going on here tonight. Man, if you get a chance to come out here to see the festivities that go on beforehand at any Owasso home game, you got to come out here. I mean, I know COVID has kind of taken control of everybody and certainly want to take precautions, but you won't see a much better show shoot at some college levels than you do here at Owasso with the pregame, the band, the cheer, the pom, and everyone. And got the lights moving around, and tonight, you know, we see a cooperative effort between the bands. So, I mean, just a lot of fun out here. Chris Harris does a great job with the band. Jared Gallagher gets the crowd fired up here at the stadium. And anytime, as we mentioned, the Power Four in Tulsa County, when they meet one another, certainly is a fun time. And it's fun here tonight as the Rams, of course, I always say it's a lot more fun when you're winning. And that's what the Rams are doing here tonight, ahead 21-3 here at halftime. Let's look at those first half stats as the Rams with 8 first downs, and actually Broken Arrow with 8 first downs as well, but some of that coming on late penalty yardage there in the first half. Rushing yardage for Owasso, the Rams have actually run for 116 yards on 20 carries and 165 yards in the air. Austin Havens 9 of 11 with no interceptions. Owasso has put up 281 yards here in this first half. Broken Arrow on the other side got a lot of yardage there late in the second quarter, 15 carries for 77 yards. Stiber only 3 of 14 in the passing game, no interceptions. He's thrown for 23 yards. Broken Arrow has been held to 100 yards here in this first half. Penalties in the game, that's been the story. Owasso 7 penalties for 60 yards, and Broken Arrow 4 penalties for 40 yards. A lot of that for Owasso coming late in that second quarter. A couple of unsportsmanlike penalty calls on that last drive. Time of possession favors Owasso, 14 minutes and 13 seconds to Broken Arrow's 9 minutes and 47 seconds. The Rams are 3 of 7 on third down. Broken Arrow 2 of 8 on third down. And, of course, the Rams 1 for 1 on fourth downs with that Cody Chase run for a 4th and 23-yard first down. Nobody in the stadium would have guessed that Coach Bill Blankenship would have tried that. He does. And we might add, Cody Chase showing some moving and grooving as he has to dodge one defender with about 10 yards to go and is able to move the chains. Looking at the individual statistics for Broken Arrow, it's been Nathaniel Jones in the backfield, 11 carries for 56 yards, and the quarterback Stiber, 4 carries for 21 yards. Steiber, as we mentioned, only 3 of 14 for 23 yards, and his receivers, Horn, Fox, and Spears Jennings, a talented trio, each with 1 catch. Here in the first half, Horn, 1 catch, 5 yards, Fox, 1 catch for 10 yards, and Spears Jennings, 1 catch for 8 yards. On the other side, for the Rams, we've got numbers everywhere. Emory Neely, 8 rushes for 30 yards. Adams, 2 carries for 35 yards. Cody Chase, the 1 carry for 26 yards when he only needed 23 on the fake punt. And Austin, 3 carries for 25 yards. As we mentioned, Austin Havens, 9 of 11 for 165 yards. He's thrown 3 touchdowns here in the first half, 2 of those to Carney. He has 5 receptions for 63 yards. The other touchdown pass to Jeray Austin, a 92-yard long, deep throw down the middle, and then Austin outran the defenders to the end zone for his lone touchdown, and Neely with 2 catches for 12 yards, and also Ronnie Thomas 1 catch for 13 yards. Surprisingly enough, nothing there for Cole Adams, so we look for him to maybe get more active here in the second half. Those are your halftime stats, and that's where we are as the Owasso band on the field performing the Owasso fight song. With a few minutes to go, waiting for teams to come back out and warm up. We'll take another timeout. You're listening to Ram Football on 100.1 KYFM. KYFM.
There's barbecue, then there's barbecue. Trails Inn is the barbecue headquarters of the Owasso Rams. Owner and longtime Ram fan John Cash uses locally sourced ingredients, and their meats are cooked low and slow over pecan hardwood. Trails Inn Barbecue serves smoked blasted barbecue that is long on flavor and short on pretense. Trails Inn Barbecue is here for all your dine-in and catering needs. Trails Inn Barbecue, located at 8888 North Garnett Road in Owasso, proud supporter of Owasso Athletics.
State Farm Insurance and agent Casey Miller are proud to support the Owasso Rams in their pursuit of excellence, both on and off the field. For surprisingly great rates on auto, home, life, or even pet insurance, visit State Farm agent Casey Miller in the Waterford Suites between Home Depot and Walgreens in Owasso. Go Rams!
The Rams are our hometown team, and Johnny Kohler Jewelry is your hometown jeweler. Our team can design the next custom piece of jewelry, or come in to shop popular brands and estate pieces, or for a quick watch battery change or complimentary cleaning. No matter what you need, John E. Kohler Jewelry has the right play for you. As your hometown jeweler, we love to see the Owasso Rams win under Friday Night Lights. Come by and meet our winning team at John E. Kohler Jewelry Designs, and we'll make every visit a touchdown.
Back to school times here again. Randy here with Wholesale Computer Supply, your locally owned and operated computer superstore. We have everything you need for back-to-school computing or working from home. Save up to $100 on laptops and desktop computers now. Want to be 25% more productive while working from home? We have a solution with a dual monitor setup for under $150. 3 locations to serve you better: East Tulsa, Midtown, and Owasso at 96th Street North and Garnett. Wholesale Computer Supply, where we'll do all we can.
The Rams are our hometown team, and Johnny Kohler Jewelry is your hometown jeweler. Our team can design the next custom piece of jewelry, or come in to shop popular brands and estate pieces, or for a quick watch battery change or complimentary cleaning. No matter what you need, John E. Kohler Jewelry has the right play for you. As your hometown jeweler, we love to see the Owasso Rams win under Friday Night Lights. Come by and meet our winning team at John E. Kohler Jewelry Designs, and we'll make every visit a touchdown.
State Farm Insurance and agent Casey Miller are proud to support the Owasso Rams in their pursuit of excellence, both on and off the field. For surprisingly great rates on auto, home, life, or even pet insurance, visit State Farm agent Casey Miller in the Waterford Suites between Home Depot and Walgreens in Owasso. Go Rams!
Welcome back to Owasso as teams come back out onto the field. Thank you for joining us here this evening for Owasso Ram football. Sorry we couldn't get Coach Duffield, Zach Duffield, Owasso Athletic Director, on the air for you tonight. Certainly want to thank John Cash and Trails Inn Barbecue for the fine job they do in preparing great meals down there. Catfish on Friday night, all-you-can-eat ribs. It doesn't get any better than that. Grant, I want to call him to see if he'll just stay open for us tonight to grab some of that catfish. But, John, we appreciate you and your crew and all that you do. Also want to thank Ty Loftus back in the studio tonight, making us sound good over the air. Brock Crawford and Brandon Brewer allow us to bring you the streaming, and also Ethan Van Meter right here beside me with the monitor, and Rob Williams. Nobody kicks out the numbers any better or any faster than Rob, or to correct us whenever we are unable to add or subtract in a moment's notice. And father-son night here in the booth as well as on the field, Grant, and teams coming back out on the field. Like what we've seen so far. Not sure what Coach Blankenship said to the Owasso Rams at halftime, but I know he went in not completely happy with that last drive performance.
Oh, yeah, I'm hoping to see the Rams fired up to start the second half here, getting the ball to start, and I think it'll be a really big, important, as we said last week, came out, same energy, threw the interception, created a turnover early. So if the Rams can drive down and score here, I think this is a very, very important drive for Owasso.
Our third quarter sponsor is State Farm agent Robert Long. Get surprisingly great rates when you bundle home and auto insurance with State Farm agent Robert Long, located on 86th Street next to Coney Islander in Owasso. And also want to say thanks to Westerman Financial for supporting Owasso Sports Network. Mike Westerman and his group taking care of us as well. And what do you think? Got to come out. You really need to come out and score on this opening drive, don't you think, Grant?
Absolutely.
You're up 21-3. You feel like you've been in control and you got a good lead, but yet there's some essence about they're still in the hunt, and we got to knock them out.
That last 3 points was just enough to kind of put them back in I mean, it sounds odd, but to put them back in a ball game. Broken Arrow, we know from the past, explosive team, well coached, well disciplined, and at any moment, like we say, a turnover is so important here to protect the football if you're Owasso, and come down here. I agree with you. Go score right here and set the tone for the second half early.
We'll be bringing you the play of the game later on. We got a couple here in the first half. I mean, the Cody Chase
absolutely
really turned things around. We'll be looking for the offensive and defensive players of the game, as well as the final word here at Owasso. Still a couple of minutes away, so we'll take another 2-minute timeout. You're listening to Ram Football on 100.1 KYFM.
I need $100 in 10s and 20s, please.
Golf Club on 86th Street, just 2 minutes west of Highway 169. Book your tee time today at BaileyRanchGolf.com.
Fun money. Everybody loves spending it. What would you do if TTCU gave you $200? Well, start thinking, because now you can earn a $200 bonus just for opening a new TTCU checking account with direct deposit with approved credit. Some restrictions apply. Offer ends 10/31/21. Annual percentage yield for dividend-bearing accounts is 0.15% as of 6/15/21. Federally insured by NCUA. TTCU Federal Credit Union. Life is better in balance.
St. Francis Health System has more than 100 locations across eastern Oklahoma, all united by one mission, to extend the presence and healing ministry of Christ in all we do. We are Oklahoma's largest and only locally owned and operated health system, dedicated to providing the most advanced, comprehensive health care and making a positive impact in the communities we serve. St. Francis Health System, healthcare for life. Learn more at stfrancis.com.
Welcome back to the Christian Brothers Automotive broadcast booth as we're just a few moments away from the second half kickoff. Beautiful evening for football. Real quick, Grant, let's take you back to the past. Give me an Owasso Broken Arrow memory you may have had from your playing days.
First thing that comes to mind is actually being at Broken Arrow in the playoffs. We beat them twice in one season. And actually, the first thing I remember is just the huddle at the end of the game. We were all on a knee, Coach Frederick talking to all of us. And I just, mental image in my head, just the emotion. Everybody, it was a hard-fought battle. I think it was 13-6, 13-7.
Yeah,
it wasn't, and we had explosive offense on both sides of the ball. Just walking away after laying it all on the field. Golly, that's just, I could just remember looking around at my teammates being on one knee.
Yeah.
And just overwhelmed with it, knowing, hey, moving on.
Yeah.
That's all it is, moving on.
And Broken Arrow had dominated Owasso during that era. Absolutely. And it was your group that broke that up and then beat them again in the playoffs.
I will say, I think I made a block for Jaquez, and he was running, made about a 60-yard touchdown, but I'm not sure. I think I was right behind him the whole way. So.
Yeah, I'm sure there was some separation. Here's the opening kickoff. The Rams receive the kick. It's Adams on the near side. He's across the 30, and he's picked up and dropped at the 33-yard line. Great form tackle there as Cole Adams, he just knows north and south. I like the way he runs, but he gets it out very quickly. Looks like he may have had the wind knocked out of him there momentarily, but good starting field position here on the opening drive of the second half for the Rams.
Absolutely, yeah. Like you just said, it's a really big important to start the drive with this good field position.
So Austin Havens at quarterback. Emory Neely, the lone back. Here's the snap, the handoff, and Neely is met by two Broken Arrow Tigers in the backfield. I mean, there was no place to go there, and they were back there before the ball was even handed off.
I was going to say, it was one of those close plays. He barely got the ball in Neely's hand before he even was touched.
So the Rams line up quick, 2nd and 13 on the play, and they try to get Broken Arrow to jump off sides, and that's exactly what they do as the flags come out. So the Rams will move up 5 yards. They'll be looking at a 2nd and 8 now.
I was nervous because if the Rams moved after whatever speech Coach Blankenship may have given to have, he might have ripped somebody out of there. I don't know.
We would not have gone back down
to
the field.
Some discipline here by the Rams.
2nd and 8. Quick throw out to the right. Cole Adams picks it up off the turf, tries to go outside, and he's met head on there, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds. May have just gotten across the 40-yard line.
Running into Dietrich Moore.
But you mentioned, looks like the Tigers' defense coming out a bit more aggressive this half. 3rd and 4 from the Owasso 40-yard line. Ball on the right hash with two receivers out to the left. Adams, the lone receiver, here to the right. Excuse me, two receivers now to the right. Adams goes in motion behind the quarterback. They throw out to him. Looking for a block, can't quite get it, trying to fight for the first down. It's going to be close. I thought he may have gone down early, but he may have been on top of a defender and able to stretch out for a first down. They're going to mark him short of the 44-yard line, which is where he needs to be for a first down, and Owasso's going to go with a big package now as they bring in Tyler Rich.
I see a couple of substitutions. I call that heavy.
Jumbo. And we're going to have a timeout, Owasso. So we'll take a Duralast Roofing Specialist timeout as well. You're listening to Ram Football on 100.1 KYFM.
With Staples Connect, it's possible. I need to keep my back office stocked without messing up my bottom line. Also possible, because Staples Connect has your small business covered with big savings on everything you need. This week, earn 30% back in a Staples store bonus when you spend $85 on ink or $200 on toner. Explore what's new at your local Staples or staplesconnect.com. Staples Connect, the working and learning store. Limit 4 in-store only. Visit staplesconnect.com/store bonus for details. Ends 9/11.
I'm Serena Williams. You watch me live on TV.
And I'm that voice from movies you watch on demand.
DirecTV Stream brought us together to save the world.
Maybe not save the world, but DirecTV Stream does bring your live and on-demand favorites together.
Your favorites together.
I just said that.
She just said that.
Introducing DirecTV Stream, the best of live TV and on-demand with no annual contract. Get your TV together at DirecTV.com.
Requires high-speed internet and compatible device. Content varies by package and location. Restrictions apply.
Welcome back to the Christian Brothers Automotive broadcast booth as the Rams decided to go ahead and punt the ball away. It was a good punt by Cody Chase as the ball stops down at the Tiger 20-yard line. And Grant, that again, that's another theme you don't see in the stats. For the most part, Broken Arrow has had a long field to work with all night long.
There's a huge importance in the battle of field position, and we're winning it.
Stiver on the keeper, gets out to the left side. He's rumbling, bumbling, stumbling, trying to get up to the 30-yard line. And then there's a scrum, and he falls forward, and he may have just gotten it on that last fall forward. As we mentioned, he's a big fella, 6'4", 215, and he just kind of wallered behind his big offensive line on the left side.
Yeah, I see the Rams trying to go for the ball a little bit, trying to create that turnover with the strip. Again, go back to the tackling.
So 2nd and 1, Stibert on the keeper again, goes to the right, and he's got room there, and lowers his head, jumps into the pile, and going to be just across the 35-yard line, I believe. And that'll be enough for a Tiger first down. It's going to spot right on the 35. So the Tigers trying to get something going here. 1st and 10, Stiber in the pocket looking downfield. He's going to pull down. No, he's going to loft it over the head of the defender, and can't bringing it in was the intended receiver, Spears Jennings. But really good defensive coverage that time by the Rams, Brandon Ramsey.
Really, despite a couple of plays tonight, I've seen the corners, safeties doing a really good job in the secondary of just sticking with their man or zone and covering.
Yeah.
There's not very many wide open people at all.
So 2nd and 10 for Broken Arrow. Ball at the 35 of the Tigers. Rams showing blitz. They bring up Brody Doris. He's coming, and so's Clifton. They try to get him in the middle. Quick throw to the outside, way behind the receiver, and almost an opportunity for Jake Adams to make an interception. But credit that to the pressure coming up the middle that time.
Absolutely. That's what we talked about early on. Our keys to the game is getting pressure on the quarterback. I mean, he has to get rid of the ball even though nobody's looking or ready.
Stiber doesn't actually have a quick release. He kind of really winds up and then throws it. So with that incompletion, it brings up 3rd and 10. Stiber back in the pocket, looking downfield. Ball is close as he throws it, almost intercepted. Jake Adams can't catch the ball as it's deflected off Spears Jennings' hands. And so that'll bring up 4th down, and Stiber will just back up a few steps in punting formation. 8:45 to go here in this 3rd quarter. Rams up 21-3.
Let's see if the Rams get some pressure like they have all night.
Jeray Austin back deep. Not much pressure this time. Stiber able to get a line drive kick. Doesn't get quite the roll he has previously, as that ball's going to be stopped by the Tigers at the Owasso 24-yard line. They'll take over 1st and 10. So both teams come out from halftime and unable to really move the football on their first possession. The Rams come back out on their 2nd possession here. And you want to see the Rams get that energy back, get the momentum back. And we talked at halftime, Grant, we're going to see Mason Willingham come in now. So he is considered more, even though Havens can run as well, I think Willingham is more of the running quarterback. He looks over to his left, gets it out quickly to Cole Adams. He gets to the outside, can't quite break the tackle. Yes, he does. He's across the 40. He's coming back across the field. He's looking for blockers. He's coming to the near side. He's across the 50, trying to outrun the final defender, pushed out of bounds. Cole Adams probably ran 150 yards on that run into Tiger territory.
And that's going to be a State Farm agent, Casey Miller. First down. They're moving the chains. Those old guys on the far side trying to hurry up. That's a hurry-up walk. As the Rams take over 1st and 10 at the Tiger 42-yard line. Got good blocking that time by everybody all over the field.
Great athleticism.
So Willingham stays in at quarterback. He's going to run up the middle, break it to the outside to his left, jukes inside, back outside. He's trying to turn the corner and gets possibly a Ram first down. Looked like he just walked a tightrope there for those final 3 or 4 yards on the far side. Just short of the Tiger 32-yard line.
This is what you love as an offensive coordinator. 2nd and short, the playbook's wide open.
Willingham gets the snap, throws out quick to the right. Jere Austin with the reception, gets a block, trying to juke a defender across the 20, still up on his feet, trying to push forward, won't go down, and finally they blow him dead before they make the tackle. Strong effort that time by the senior.
Got a Tiger down on the play.
So we'll take a 30-second Duralast Roofing Specialist timeout while they tend to the injured player on the field. Listening to Ram Football on 100.1 KYFM.
Whether it's supporting Owasso football on Friday nights or making sure you're covered in life, State Farm agent Robert Long is there for you. When it comes to home, life, and auto insurance, go with the one who's supported the Rams since day one. Go with State Farm agent Robert Long, located on 86th Street in Owasso.
Well, they're still tending to the injured Broken Arrow Tiger player down on the field. Can't tell if it's just a cramp. It looks like they're trying to give him some more. Yeah, I think it's just a cramp as they're trying to raise his leg and stretch out that calf or hamstring back there. Grant, you got to like the rhythm that the Rams are in on this drive here and showing a lot of energy. Cole Adams on that, quick out to the left side, comes all the way back across the field, trying to get upfield and dancing around, moves into Tiger territory, and then Jere Austin with a reception of his own.
Well, I like what the Rams are doing offensively with bringing in Willingham to the game. Like you said, he's notorious for his run game, but letting him open up a little bit, slinging it to the left, right, making some quite a big gaps for the Rams to make some athletic moves out there.
Jalen Franklin was the injured Broken Arrow Tiger, but he's able to walk off the field. So the Rams looking at 1st and 10 at the Broken Arrow 19-yard line. Owasso leading 21-3. Trying to add to that total. Willingham stays in at quarterback. He's going to run up the middle. He's got blocking over to the right tackle side and inside the 10, struggling to get down to the 7, maybe the 6-yard line. That's going to be enough for a Glover Auto family first down.
It's a really good job by the interior of the line. There was quite a few gaps for him to run through. A lot of movement down there by the Ram offensive line, just putting the Tigers back on their heels.
See Cohen Ponder in at left guard. Williams with the snap. Gets into the, thought he was going to get in down at the 1-yard line. He stuttered behind his big offensive lineman there for just a moment. Jacob Smitty. So let's see if Willingham going to run one more time. No, we're going to have it blown dead as flags come out. That's typically a procedure call against Owasso, and that is the indication. Coach B is not going to be happy about that one, I can promise you. When you got a 2nd and goal to go from the 1 and then do that.
I'm reading body language up here.
Not good?
Not good.
Ryan Case is in at right tackle. Willingham gets the snap, runs up the middle to the right, pulled down from behind, and in the end zone for the touchdown. He just got behind his big offensive line, and it's the Owasso Ram touchdown here with 6:45 to go. You knew it was coming, and they just dared you to stop him, and Broken Arrow didn't have the personnel to be able to do that.
No, you can feel the push by the offensive line. They've done it this whole drive, really blowing the Tigers off the ball, and he's doing a really good job of staying behind his big offensive lineman, as you should, and it just falls right in the end zone. Great job by the Rams there.
Jake Adams on for the extra point. Cole Adams with the hold. The hold is down. The kick is up. And it's good with 6:45 to go here in the third quarter. It's Owasso 28, Broken Arrow 3. We'll take a timeout and come back. You're listening to Ram Football here on the Owasso Sports Network.
Whether you're buying or selling a home, don't trust your real estate needs to just any mom and pop company. At the Hopper Group, you get local market expertise with the backing of a worldwide network. Enjoy RE/MAX results with the Hopper Group.
Seems like every game and app and service wants to charge you a fee. Monthly fee, usage fee, delivery fee. So how about a checking account that pays you, huh? Then remember this. You get paid on every Visa debit transaction with Pay Me Checking from Communication Federal Credit Union, online, in apps, or in stores. Last year, our members earned over $240,000 in paybacks with Pay Me Checking. Get paid instead of paying. Communication Federal Credit Union. Some restrictions apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
Jake Adams with the kickoff. It's a high onside, caught there by Broken Arrow right at about their 30-yard line. So the Tigers will begin 1st and 10. And Grant, you like the mixture that Coach Blankenship's thrown out here. A great job by the other quarterback, if you will, Mason Willingham, who comes in and really just directs the offense down the field for that score.
That's a really good positive for Owasso, especially moving forward as we exchange films, knowing we have two quarterbacks that can both throw it, run it, and good execution there by the offense.
Stiver back at quarterback, hands off to Jones up the middle, and there's not much room there. It looked like Michael Jamerson was first on the contact, and try to see who else. Looks like Gage Smith. Tell you what, this defensive line has been stellar here tonight. Smith, Rich, Jamerson, McClellan. It's truly been a wall up front.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot more push by the D-line than we have the last two games.
2nd and 10, another handoff up the middle. Jones tries to peel off to the right side and tackled again, maybe a gain of 2 on the play, and we're going to have a late flag. Not sure if, I think something may have been said that was not polite.
You don't think that one was a, hey, you're doing really good over there?
And I'm not going to say who it might be, but he's coming off the field. So that'll back the Rams. There have been a lot of those tonight, Grant. Those are very undisciplined penalties, and that's something that Bill Blankenship will not tolerate from his ball club.
Yeah, I think early on both sides of the ball in a type of game like this, guys are just flying around trying to have extra effort, and those penalties earlier I think are effort penalties. That one right there might have been a little bit more of a chip.
1st and 10 at the Tiger 49-yard line. Quick throw out to the right side. Spears Jennings trying to get outside. Backs up, takes off again, and we're going to have another late flag, and I think that's going to be
We've got a helmet
penalty.
down on the got a helmet. 76 lost his helmet there.
That's Nick Fuller, an offensive lineman. And I'll tell you this, Grant, if we could go down to Coach Blankenship right now and talk to him again, I would refuse.
Yeah,
I would be scared.
I will stay up here.
And that's going to back the Rams up some more. That is 9 penalties. Make that 10 penalties against the Rams for 95 yards with 5:48 to go in the third quarter.
And they're big penalties.
Yes, they're
they're the move the ball into Ram territory down to the 30-yard line. 1st and 10, Broken Arrow. Stiber hands the ball off to Jones. He's got some room on the right side, but then it closes quickly after about a 3-yard gain on the play.
It's like Clifton and Brody Doris in there.
Tell you, this linebacking core has had just as good of a night. I mean, all three parts.
Sure.
Defensive line, linebacker, secondary. They've been strong here this evening.
We can't expect them to be perfect, but they're really playing well, and you can see a lot of effort down there.
2nd and 7. Stiber with the snap. Drops in the pocket. Looking downfield and overthrows his receiver, and it's probably a good thing he did because that was read very well by the defender, Corbin Green.
I'm telling you, tonight, every time the ball leaves Stiber's hand, I'm excited because I see that the secondary is always in position for the most part. I think we're going to make a play on one sometime soon.
And I think the secondary reads that too. We mentioned he doesn't have as quick a release, and so they're reacting to where he's throwing the football. Stiber with a run up the middle, and he's not going to get it. He's crossed the 25-yard line. That's going to be short, but they may have already decided, Broken Arrow, that this was going to be 4-down territory. They're going to call him down at the 25-yard line, so that's going to bring up 4th and 5. Offense stays on the field. They line up quickly. Stiber with Jones at running back. 3 receivers to the left. Now Stiber's going to look to the sideline and get the play call. Jones moves from the left side to the right side. Stiber looks left, looks across the middle, fires a bullet, and it's in and out of the hands of Jake Clifton. And we're going to have a late flag. I'm not sure what that was, but I believe it's against Broken Arrow this time. Ball goes over on downs.
Hits him right in the hand.
Yeah, Jake's coming off going, I had it, and then I dropped it. And I tell you, Jake Clifton, I don't know if there's anybody that has more fun playing in a game than he does. And people like playing around him out on the field. He brings a lot of effort and energy, as we've talked about all night long.
I've watched him when the offense is on the field, too. He's over here on the sideline. He's getting the crowd pumped. I mean, he's in it. He's active all the time.
So it is a personal foul against the Tigers. And the Rams will take over 1st and 10 as they move the chains up the line. They're going to spot it on the left hash at the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 Rams.
Well, we talked about it. The Rams are really putting themselves in a good position defensively, and again, that just hits Jake right in the hands, which it's okay on 4th down to knock a ball down. That's okay.
A lot of guys vying for player of the game here tonight on both sides of the ball. 1st and 10 Rams. Handoff coming to the right side. That's Ronnie Thomas. He's fighting for extra yardage. They made contact with him behind the line of scrimmage, and he just kept his legs churning. He may have gotten out to the 45-yard line, and he does, so it'll be 2nd and 5. Austin Havens back in at quarterback. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. And the Tigers jump offside.
Finally, that'll make Coach Blankenship happy.
Well,
a little discipline
happier
there
for a moment,
oh,
yes. Not sure it erases everything. So that'll be close to an Owasso 1st down. They take it right to the 50-yard line and say, move the chains. That's a State Farm agent, Casey Miller, 1st down. Right at midfield. 3:48 on the clock. Rams lead 28-3 over the Tigers. Looking to the sideline to get some verification, I think. Havens with the snap, hands off to Neely. He tries to run to the right, rolls off 1 defender, and he may have gotten a gain of about 1. Second down and about 9.
A lot of substitutions here. Looks like they're bringing in more of their nickel package for the Tigers defensively.
Havens with the snap. Fakes the handoff, rolls out to his left. Got two receivers downfield, throws to the underneath receiver. Kalen Carney can't quite hang on to it. It would have been a great catch as the ball was thrown behind him. He's making an argument that he had the ball before he went out of bounds, and they're going to say incomplete. But I would have made that argument with him.
I thought he made a great catch.
I did too.
It's on the far sideline, a little hard to see from here, but.
So that'll bring up 3rd and 9. Jinx is leading Union 22-0 in the 4th quarter. Surprised? It does me a little bit.
Yeah, I'm sure after last week watching some field against Bigsby, they're a little more fired up this week.
Havens with the snap. Back in the pocket, good protection, throws underneath. Ronnie Thomas gets across the 40. And that should be enough for a Glover Auto family first down. Clock continues to roll. 2:50 to go here in the 3rd quarter.
Ronnie Thomas is scrappy. He just looks for the first down yardage and just goes. He never gives up. 1st and 10
inside the Tiger 40-yard line. Willingham in the game. He's going to take off running. Thought he had a hole there for a moment, but then was wrapped up by one of the Tigers, and he may have gotten barely a yard on the play, and we're going to have an injured Broken Arrow Tiger. Looks like it might be a cramp again. He's trying to get up, but is unable to do so. So we'll take a 30-second Duralast Roofing Specialist timeout. You're listening to Ram Football here on your Owasso Sports Network.
Seems like every game and app and service wants to charge you a fee. Monthly fee, usage fee, delivery fee. So how about a checking account that pays you, huh? Then remember this. You get paid on every Visa debit transaction with PayMe Checking from Communication Federal Credit Union. Online, in apps, or in stores. Last year, our members earned over $240,000 in paybacks with PayMe Checking. Get paid instead of paying. Communication Federal Credit Union. Some restrictions apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
Welcome back to the Christian Brothers Automotive broadcast booth as the Broken Arrow Tiger player able to walk off the field under his own ability, and they're just going to stretch him out. Looks like a cramp here for this time of year and early football season. It's warm, but it's comfortable football weather as Austin Havens will come back out onto the field with the offense. 2nd and 10. Moves Cole Adams right to left. Adams moves back to his right. Havens trying to get out of trouble, able to sidestep a couple of defenders and gets inside the 30-yard line. That may be close to a Ram first down. They haven't motioned the change yet. We may be just short. They brought the ball back, so his knee was down just outside the 31-yard line.
That same route you talked about earlier where he kind of comes in, comes back out, but they're in man coverage there. And Havens makes a smart decision.
Mason Willingham in at quarterback. Cole Adams runs across and gets the handoff, and now he'll cut back to the right, but he's going to be tackled at the Tiger 25-yard line, but a flag came in to the area where it looks like it's going to be holding against Owasso. And they'll move the chain. They'll move the ball back 10 yards. Boy, the Rams have done a lot of good things tonight, Grant, but at critical moments, they just shoot themselves in the foot. You know, you have what looked like to be a converted first down there, and now you're looking at 3rd and a long 10.
That's a lot of the same of last week in that second half where just that discipline. That's going to be Coach B's word of the week.
Havens with the snap, looking downfield. He's got an open receiver. Wide open as Ronnie Thomas makes the catch at the 5-yard line in the end zone. Touchdown, Owasso Rams. And credit the offensive line to give Havens plenty of time in the pocket. He looked off his receiver down the middle of the field and then to his left to Ronnie Thomas and just dropped it in the bucket. A great throw and catch.
It's kind of like that route we saw earlier where there was a lot of wide open guys. That ball is underthrown, but he is so open. He's able to still come back, catch the ball, right into the end.
So Cole Adams will hold for his brother, Jake. And the kick is up, and it's good. And with 58 seconds to go here in the third quarter, it's now Owasso 34, Broken Arrow 3. We'll take a 1-minute timeout and come back for the kickoff. You're listening to Ram Football on 100.1 KYFM.
Hey everybody, it's Ray Adcock with Christian Brothers Automotive in Owasso, and I just want to share a simple challenge with you today. And that challenge is just to smile. Sometimes we get so wrapped up in what we're doing and what we're thinking about, we don't remember to smile.
How far was that, Rob?
I know that when I remember
40?
to smile at people, oftentimes they smile back. And that's
You got
because
760?
smiling has the power
Ronnie's
to
stats.
improve somebody's mood in that moment. So I just want to remind you today, join with me, and let's remember to smile.
Okay.
Back to school time's here again. Randy here with Wholesale Computer Supply, your locally owned and operated computer superstore. We have everything you need for back-to-school computing or working from home. Save up to $100 on laptops and desktop computers now. Want to be 25% more productive while working from home? We have a solution with a dual monitor setup for under $150. 3 locations to serve you better. East Tulsa, Midtown, and Owasso at 96th Street North and Garnett. Wholesale Computer Supply, where we'll do all we can.
Well, the Rams do the high onside kick, and the Tigers will begin 1st and 10 from their own 32-yard line, but that last touchdown was a 40-yard touchdown pass from Austin Havens to Ronnie Thomas. It was a 7-play, 60-yard drive that went 3 minutes and 19 seconds. Stiber hands off to Jones, and he runs up the middle and going to be tackled after a big gain on the play. We got an old lineman down for a Broken Arrow, and starting to see Owasso start to take over physically, and I think this lineman's going to have to be tended to here for a moment. We'll take yet another Duralast Roofing Specialist timeout. You're listening to Ram Football here on your Owasso Sports Network. Well, we're still tending to the injured Broken Arrow Tiger as he's able to get up to his feet. That's Chance Merrick, part of that Tiger offensive line.
Had a lot of injuries tonight, but the good news is everybody's been able to get up and walk off on their own.
So the Tiger offense comes back out onto the field, and the Ram defense. 35 seconds to go here before the end of the third quarter. It's Owasso 35, Broken Arrow 3. Stiber with the keeper, and he gets hit hard before he can get to the line of scrimmage. Trying to see who that was. Trey Hall, a 5'9", 255-pound sophomore. We're seeing some youngsters come into the ball game now, Grant, and Trey Hall one of them, and he wasn't going to be moved. That'll bring up third down for the Tigers.
Stiber moving a little slower after that one.
And before we do that, the clock runs out. We have finished 3 quarters of play, and it's been all Owasso Rams here tonight. 35-3 over Broken Arrow. Come back for fourth quarter action here on your Owasso Sports Network.
I need $100 in 10s and 20s, please. I need $100 in 10s and 20s, please.
Friday special chicken tenders. Gotta check them out. They are delicious. Boneless special on Wednesdays. Come on in. You can check out the menu on wings2go.com. Stop in before the game, grab Wings to Go, or bring the family and enjoy simply great wings with us at Wings to Go, Owasso.
Fourth quarter action coming up. Rams able to get 2 touchdowns there in the third quarter. That was 21-3 at halftime, and they've extended their lead now to 35-3. And third down for the Tigers. Call it about 7. Stiber in the pocket has his pass knocked down. Rams are going for it, but it's an incomplete pass. And for a quarterback that's 6'4", he's had 4 passes knocked down here tonight. That one on third down, that brings on the Broken Arrow punt team. So Stiber, who also doubles as a kicker, takes his time, almost had it blocked by Cole Adams, but gets a good punt off. It'll roll inside the 25, down to the 20, just inside the Owasso Ram 20-yard line, where they will take over first and 10. Grant, some stats through 3 quarters.
So Owasso coming in with 29 rushes for 155 yards, equal to Broken Arrow's 23 rushes for 106 yards. Owasso with 14 passes, 14 for 16 on passes for 267 yards. Broken Arrow 4 for 20. 29 yards. Big key to that secondary. Big difference here. Owasso with a total offense of 422 yards and Broken Arrow at 135 yards total offense.
It's really been total domination by the Rams on both sides of the football here this evening. Havens hands off to Neely, who is wrapped up in the backfield and body slammed down for a loss of about 6 on the play, maybe 7. Actually, we got some youngsters coming in, so let's get out the rosters. I believe that's Jacardi Thomas. Thomas, a 5'9", 145-pound sophomore. I believe Willingham is in at quarterback. Thomas remains at running back. 3 receivers to the left side. And the play clock is going to run down, and before it does, Owasso is going to take a timeout. We'll take a Duralast Roofing Specialist timeout. 30 seconds here on your Owasso Sports Network.
There are currently 2 million American spouses and children whose family member was killed or disabled in defense of our country, which is why I founded the Folds of Honor, providing educational scholarships to the families of 1% of the Americans who protect our freedom.
Thank you for supporting the Folds of Honor.
Thank you for supporting the Folds of Honor. Please join our squadron today. Your $13 a month speaks volumes and changes lives forever.
There's a loss of about 6 on the play, so call it 2nd and 16. Willingham at quarterback. Gets the snap. Fakes the handoff, runs to his left, being chased there by the defensive end. Can't square his shoulders, but he's out of the pocket and throws the ball to the feet of his receiver, Andrew Gibson. That brings up third down for the Rams. Trying to send Willingham back in with the play. That incomplete pass, though, stops the clock. Certainly you and I would like to see it continue to run. Rams looking to improve to 3-0 on the season before their bye week. A throw out here to the near side, and it's incomplete. Again, Andrew Gibson, so the punt team will come on for Owasso. Final in that Jinx Union Backyard Bowl. Union shut out by the Trojans 22-0. Not going to lie, a little bit of a surprise there.
Well, you talk about the Big Four. I mean, there's just so much competitiveness,
and you never know.
You never know.
Nice punt by Cody Chase. A nice high punt. Fair catch called and made at the Ram 40-yard line. Dietrich Moore.
When we talk about the battle of field position, doesn't really matter at this point, but that's going to be the best field position for Broken Arrow all night, I think, starting out.
I think you're right as well. That was not Dietrich Moore. That was the double number, Joseph David. Tigers 1st and 10 from the Owasso 40-yard line. As we get a little jump around going here at Owasso Stadium. Hand off to the right side. Jones, and he's hit hard again, even by these 2s and 3s. They're fighting for a play spot. Things kind of slowed down. It's turned into a party here.
It's a little bit, like you said, it's always fun when you're winning.
Stiber with the snap, looking deep downfield. He's got a receiver, and he throws to the wrong shoulder. The receiver broke to the inside down at the 10-yard line.
And you can't help but think all night long of the things Stiber's had in his face, and batted passes. Those all accumulate. He may have had a wide open receiver, but those are in the back of your mind all night long. Stiber's been hit a few times tonight.
Yes, he has. 3rd and 7 for the Tigers. Stiber in the pocket. 3 receivers to the left. He's going to roll to the left. He's under pressure. Rams can't catch him. Stiber's going to take off, and then he jumps a defender and finally knocked out of bounds at about the 30-yard line. He may have gotten the first down, depending on the spot. Give him credit there. He fought, and he's going to move the chains for the Tigers at the Ram 29-yard line. 1st and 10. Hand off to Jones, and he gets on the right side. Breaking tackles, got to wrap up, and finally brought down by Cody Chase. Jones broke about 3 tackles off right tackle. And that is going to be close. No, but they're going to be short about a yard at the Ram 20-yard line. Stiber with Jones in the backfield. Hand off to Jones. No, Stiber on the keeper. Gets behind Jones, then he gets hit. Stiber is hit hard after a gain of about 3.
That's Trey Hall again.
Trey Hall has come in with some
fire.
He's
still battling. Yeah, absolutely.
I like him. As we mentioned, 5'9", 255 pounds, just a sophomore.
Stiber, quick throw out to the left, and it's off the hands of his intended receiver. I believe that was Spears Jennings again, who they've just had a tough night connecting all through the game.
We've seen a lot of drops here by Broken Arrow tonight. 2 hands on a ball.
Uncharacteristic.
Yeah.
Stiber with the snap. He's under heavy pressure and just throws it to Spears Jennings on the near side. Jennings trying to run around, tackled from behind. Aiden Lewis on the tackle. Not sure he got the first down, so that'll bring up 3rd down. 8:30 to go here in the 4th quarter. Owasso 35, Broken Arrow 3. It's going to be 3rd and about 4 on the drive. Stiber fakes the handoff and then gives it to Jones up the middle, and he runs into a wall. The Rams have not allowed much up the middle all night long, and they didn't on that play. Michael Jamerson in on the tackle. 4th down for the Tigers. Let's make a statement. Got some pups in there that want to play. Stiber changing the play at the line of scrimmage. He's pointing now. He's looking to the sideline. Clock continues to roll. 7:30 here in the 4th quarter. Stiber looking to his left. Throws it out quickly. Oh! It's intercepted!
There's nobody going to catch him.
All the way on the far side. Brandon Ramsey, 1 to beat. At the 25, he's knocked out of bounds. But the pass intended for Spears Jones was intercepted by Ramsey, and granted, it looked like he had a free track all the way to the end zone, but he got knocked out of bounds at the 25-yard line. A huge...
Well, did that go through his hands again?
I don't know if it did or if it was just an air ball.
Yeah, it went right through his hands. I mean, Stiber's getting no help from his receivers here.
That's true.
And credit the Rams, they're just in position to make plays tonight. Like you said, making a statement.
So the Rams take over 1st and 10 at the Broken Arrow 25-yard line.
Going to see Jakari Thomas coming in the backfield.
Mason Willingham in at quarterback. Hand off to Thomas, up the middle, runs into one of his blockers and then spins around. Might have gotten 2 on the play. Not sure what they'll give him on this. Yeah, it looks to be about 2 yards, so it'll be 2nd and 8. We're under 7 minutes.
You can't stress the importance of the young guys that are playing right now, getting in a big game like this for experience, and then coming out next year even as a junior or something like that and already having experience in a game this big.
2nd and 8. Willingham, 2 receivers to his right. Now he brings 1 in motion. Drops the ball. Willingham just falls on it. I think they just bobbled the handoff that time. That'll be a loss on the play. Back outside the 30-yard line. So it'll be 3rd and about 15. Main purpose just trying to take some time off the clock and let this run out. And it looked like we had offsides, but no, he got back in time, I guess. No harm, no foul. 4 seconds on the play clock. Willingham with the snap, throws to the right. Caught there, coming across the field. That's Anthony Hills. Breaks the final tackle, touchdown Rams! Are you kidding me? You talk about the pups. Anthony Hills, a 6'2", 180-pound junior, just shredded the BA defense. Didn't see that coming.
Wow, what an effort. It looks like great catch. Looks like he's got nowhere to go. Comes all the way across the field, then gets wrapped up around the 10, breaks the tackle, and walks right on in the end zone. I credit Owasso's strength and conditioning for some of the tackles we've seen getting broken.
Oh, man, Jordan Johnson. Jake Adams is yelling for his brother Cole, hey, get out here and hold this for the extra point. Where are you? And the kick is up, and it's good. Little brother talk going on there now. So with 5:38 to go here in the fourth quarter, Owasso 42, Broken Arrow 3. We'll take a timeout and come back for the rest of the action here on the Owasso Sports Network.
Hello, Ram fans. This is Steve Holloman here for Duralast Roofing Specialists. Zach Harbaugh and his crew at Duralast was patient with me and my wife as we worked together during the process of getting us a roof for our home here in Owasso. Duralast Roofing did a great job with the roofing as well as with the cleanup. Duralast also helped us with the guttering options, and my wife was happy. Zach Harbaugh was on hand and involved throughout the entire process and made sure everything was done just right. Call Duralast Roofing Specialists for all your roofing needs.
Welcome back to Owasso with 5:38 to go here in the ball game. It's Anthony Hillis on a 31-yard touchdown reception from Mason Willingham. The Rams now lead 42-3. That's set up by the interception of Brandon Ramsey down to the Broken Arrow 25-yard line. And they're having fun here at Owasso Stadium. The student section is going nuts in this south end zone. Having a good time tonight.
Yeah, this is fun to see. Just the history of Owasso, how far they've come, and
where we are now.
Golly, it's just fun. We've been on the other side of this a few times.
Oh, my goodness.
But it's not been of late, that's for sure.
Here's the kick, high and caught at the goal line. They're going to bring it out quickly across the 25, the 30, the 35, the 40. Got a block, and I think they're going to return this one. Let's see if he can get it caught. Cody Chase is in chase, and it's going to be a return for a touchdown. However, there's a flag back at the Broken Arrow 46-yard line. Let's see what it is. This may be coming back. But give credit where credit's due. I believe that was Marion Horn, and he got past the defense and took off. Yeah, he had an extra gear.
He's got some speed.
So the penalty is against Broken Arrow. That'll bring the ball back as they mark off the penalty yardage. Be 1st and 10 Tigers. Well, Grant, I think it's safe for me to be able to say it's been all dad tonight. I mean, you know,
of course, in the Blankenship reference, yes.
Yeah.
It has.
1st and 10 Tigers from their own 36-yard line. Stiber hands the ball off. And coming to the right side is Jones, and he's tackled out of bounds at the Owasso 46-yard line. Jake Gillespie with the tackle.
I feel like I just want to always say, it always is. It's always all dad.
Yeah. We approach 5 minutes here in the fourth quarter. Another handoff to Jones up the middle, and he'll gain 5 yards on the play. So 2nd and 5. And I think Coach Josh Blankenship has rather conceded here the game as he continues to run the football and run the clock out. Stiber hands off again. Jones on the run, gets to the outside, tries to get to the sideline, stays in bounds, and clock continues to roll. Going to be close to a Tiger first down. I will say this, for those that didn't hear our pregame, Josh Blankenship and his wife Lindsay adopted
3 children to go with their 4, and he made the trip back to Colorado and drove back in this morning to extend his family, if you will. And if you haven't read the article in the Tulsa World on Josh Blankenship, you need to look that one up. Pass over on the right side. Defender and receiver were tied up because the Blankenship family, that goes far beyond coaching and talks more about their values and their faith. I know at breakfast, Coach Blankenship really wasn't looking forward to this. He knew when he got game time and the ball is snapped that it'd be game on, but I think the thing he wasn't looking forward to was that handshake at midfield after the game, no matter which way the score read.
Yeah, we know the father-son competitiveness, and like you said, playing basketball in the driveway, and you always want to win and things like that. And he's just excited of the opportunity for Josh and being back home. And I think more than anything, he was excited about having the grandkids moving back into the 918 area.
Absolutely. Third down, hand off to Jones. He gets to the left side, and he's tackled. I think he's short. Let's see where they spot it. It's going to be 4th and about 1. Actually, the quarterback in right now is Austin Newell. Newell barking out the orders. He'll hand off again, and it's going to be tackled in the backfield. We said it before, and there he is again. Trey Hall stops the runner short of the first down. And it's going to be a turnover on downs. Credit the backup defense, if you will, for doing a great job. And we saw flashes of Trey Hall on that drive, and I like what we see in the future.
Well, yeah, a lot of things to look forward to in the Ram offense and defense, both sides of the ball, playing great.
So 2:52 to go. Rams lead 42-3.
There's something different about just putting on those horns.
So another quarterback in for the Rams. Tyler Caviness, a 5'10", 155-pound sophomore. He hands the ball off. And
Jakari Thomas just showing some shake and bake.
Tell you what.
He's got some speed.
He does. Kind of that little scat back type. He's not very big. 5'9", 145 pounds, but that makes him hard to catch. Just a sophomore. Moves the chains for a State Farm agent Casey Miller first down at the Owasso 42-yard line. 2:25 to go in the game. Clock is ticking. Jinx has already defeated Union 22-0 in the Backyard Bowl. Here's another handoff to Thomas. He sees a gap, tries to burst through, carrying the load, and he's going to be stopped at about the 46, maybe 47-yard line.
Burst is a good word. He's got some speed when he hits that gap.
And he doesn't need much of a hold to be able to get through there. Now he's going to come off holding his right arm gingerly. Well, he seems to be fine. Caviness comes back in at quarterback.
It's like Luke Harris, Jr. in the backfield.
He'll take the handoff and try to run up the middle. Spins off a Tiger and finally tackled at about the 45, maybe 46-yard line. Minute 25 to go. So the Rams may need to run one or two more plays. Let this one run down. 26 seconds on the play clock. It has been all Owasso Rams here tonight in this Folds of Honor Patriot Bowl. Snap to Caviness, handoff. Fighting for yardage is Harris. And the Rams Probably just need to run one more play. About 9 seconds differential in the play clock and the game clock. Well, I know this is tough on wives and moms, so I know one person that's probably glad this game is going to be over with and we can continue the season. So, Angie, I hope you've enjoyed this game, and we hope to see you back in a couple weeks. And there was something about chocolate cake in there, too, but that's another reference. So, teams come out at midfield. Coach Blankenship is going to jog across and find his son, Josh. And they're going to shake hands and hug real quick and maybe go home and talk about this game. And I know one guy that's glad that's over. And I am too, but I'm glad the Owasso Rams came out on top 42-3. We got some work to do, Grant. We got to find some players of the game. We're going to take a 2-minute timeout, come back, and make those decisions. You're listening to Ram Football here on your Owasso Sports Network.
Because 90% of spouses and children of killed or disabled U.S. service members receive no federal education assistance. Our mission has never wavered. We honor their sacrifices by educating their legacy.
Thank you for supporting the Folds of Honor.
Thank you for supporting the Folds of Honor.
Thanks to you, I will be a construction engineer,
An elementary school teacher. Thank you for helping me fulfill my dream of going to med school.
We're able to award these scholarships because patriots like you refuse to turn your back on the cost of freedom. Join the Folds of Honor Squadron today. Your $13 a month will help ensure we never turn military families away. This is your call to duty.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for supporting the Folds of Honor.
Thanks to people like you, I know my dad is not forgotten.
As Owasso's hometown community bank, First Bank of Owasso is a proud supporter of the Owasso Rams. Nearly 30% of its employees are Owasso High School alumni, and they are ready to serve you and your banking needs. First Bank of Owasso is in Owasso, for Owasso, and has been since 1962. First Bank of Owasso, member FDIC.
Executive Homes is proud to introduce Owasso's premier neighborhood, Presley Hollow. Located on 76th Street and 148th East Avenue, Presley Hollow features the area's best amenities, including 2 pools, basketball court, state-of-the-art playground, clubhouse, and 2 ponds. Starting just above $300,000, each home in Presley Hollow is loaded with premium finishes and always available at a guaranteed price. Visit executivehomes.com for more information. Hello, Ram Nation. This is Coach Blankenship. We're proud to have a winning tradition here in Owasso, both on the field and off. And as we strive for excellence, our partners at Jim Glover, Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, Fiat strive for excellence also. And that's why they're this year's Dealer Raiders Dealer of the Year. With the region's only Jeep showcase store, Jim Glover Jeep focused specifically on the Jeep lifestyle. So if you're in the market for a Jeep, there's only one place to go, and that's Jim Glover here in Owasso. And don't forget, they can customize your Jeep to fit your lifestyle. Tell them Coach B sent you.
Welcome back to Owasso here in our postgame show. We want to thank First Bank of Owasso, the bank you can believe in. Thanks to D. Sokolowski and First Bank of Owasso for their support of the Owasso Sports Network as the Owasso Rams win big here tonight over Broken Arrow, 42-3. And Grant, we look at some of the stats here in the game. Kind of threw the ball everywhere. Really had some good drives. I would say the Achilles heel tonight, again, double digits in penalties, 11 penalties for 105 yards, and a lot of those just disciplinary type penalties, maybe too much energy, if you will. But I think overall tonight,
I'm going to guess that Coach Blankenship's going to give this Ram team about maybe an B+A type grading. He's just not going to be pleased with those penalties.
No, yeah, absolutely. We keep referring to him before the half and his tone and everything. Obviously, with the success that we are capable of having, those things that in big games, which this is, to shoot yourself in the foot with those big penalties and cost yourself, he's just not going to be happy.
No.
You're right. If you're going to correct one thing going into next week, well, we have a bye week next week. Going forward, if we can eliminate those self-imposed penalties, that's going to be huge when it comes down to playoffs.
Yeah, because you're giving up 105 yards, free yards to the other ball club, and you just can't do that against quality ball clubs because a little bit of a surprise tonight. You know, if we see Jinx, we're going to see them later on down the road, but they handled Union 22-0. Union handled Broken Arrow 38-28. So he knows those kind of mistakes in a critical game down the season with everybody gets better. Here's what you want to do. You want to get better every game, and Jinx is going to get better. We saw that last year in the semifinal. So he knows, I mean, you said it, he's got enough experience. He just knows you can't do that and beat a quality ball club like the Jinx or the Unions when you're giving up that much yardage. So I'm sure he'll want to get that cleaned up. We didn't really talk about the Owasso First Assembly of God play of the game. I tell you what I'll do with you tonight. Owasso Assembly of God. We visit Pastors Bruce and Janet McCarty every Sunday at 10:30 a.m. at Owasso First Assembly, just south of CVS on 96th Street. But I tell you what, give me your play of the game, and I'll give you mine and see if they...
I'm going to guess they're the same, but it has to be the Cody Chase conversion.
Exactly.
That sets the tone.
Yeah.
We're moving the ball fine. You get a 4th down. You never know. If you punt that ball away, BA comes back, scores. Now we're in a ball game. Momentum's equal. There's no doubt. I mean, that was the defining moment in the game that started to move the Rams continually forward.
And I know I would throw in there, too, the 92-yard touchdown pass from Austin Havens to Jeray Austin, but that extended the lead. Owasso still, you felt like Broken Arrow was still in this game. The Rams were up 21-3 at one point, but you didn't feel like the spread was that big at that time. So we could do both of those if we wanted to. Defensive player of the game brought to you by Wings to Go. Grab your post-game snack at Wings to Go in Owasso, located in the Waterford Plaza at 96th Street and 129th East Avenue. And I think you and I agree tonight, the defensive player of the game or players, the D-line. The D-line was immovable tonight. Batted balls, nothing up the middle early on. I mean, they just dominated. That allowed the linebackers of the secondary to play with more freedom back there, if you will. But this D-line collectively, and we're talking all 4 guys across the front, Chris McClellan, Michael Jamerson, Tyler Rich, and Gage Smith, they were beastly up front tonight.
Yeah, the stat that sticks out to me the most is through 3 quarters of play, Steibert's 4 for 20. Yes, there were some drop balls in there, but that's because early on he's pressured, he's forcing throws. D-line we talked about keys to the game. The D-line last week had a little bit of trouble putting pressure on the quarterback. This week, they're putting pressure. We got some sacks, forced them out of the pocket, and then batting down balls.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I mean, I think on back-to-back plays, our right defensive end had a batted ball, and on the next play, the left defensive end had a batted ball. So we're going to give the Wings to Go defensive players of the game to that D-line, which brings us up to our favorite section of the radio here tonight, the Mowry Funeral Service. Final word brought to you by Stephen Grant Mowry. So here we are. So you look at this game tonight, you see where we were last week, you see where we are tonight, bye week next week, and then Union. What might be some of your final thoughts as we conclude this here tonight?
Yeah, the second half of this game is exactly how I thought we were headed, the direction we were headed last week. And you come out and make a couple mistakes, and then you really let a team capitalize on your mistakes. And we let Fayetteville right back in the game. This week, thought we did a fantastic job. Of course, there's couple mental errors here that give them 3 points. But to hold Broken Arrow to 3 points, I mean, to keep them out of the end zone, that's really positive moving forward. And just the second half, the effort, the execution, You can get tired, fatigued. To see the Rams come out and just capitalize on all that. And then, not only that, we had a couple pups come in there at the end of the game.
Yeah.
And then the effort that they're putting forth is exciting to see for the future of Owasso, whether that's an injury this season and somebody stepping up, or if that's we're talking next season. But I think moving into next week, the second half execution is what I like to see, because the Owasso starts hot. That's what we do. The offense, they're explosive. They score fast. But to see us continue to step on the pedal and with respect, but you have to keep that pedal on. You can't be
That's
with
right.
a team like Broken Arrow, you can't leave a window open. And I think moving forward, just to see them continue to put on the gas and finish out a game, close out a game is a key here.
Absolutely, and that's exactly what the Owasso Rams did here tonight as they defeat the Broken Arrow Tigers. It's always fun to win, and especially over one of the Big Four in Tulsa County. Doesn't happen very often, and I can assure you Josh Blankenship will go back and they'll regroup, and they'll be just fine as they go through district play. The Rams will be off next week before we travel down to Union to take on the Union football team, but right now, 1-0 this week. Rams move to 3-0, ranked number 2 in Class 6A. Fun win tonight here at Owasso as the Owasso Rams defeat the Broken Arrow Tigers 42-3. For Ty back in the studio, for my wingman Grant Mowry, I'm Steve Mowry. You've been listening to another Owasso Ram victory right here on your Owasso Sports Network. Have a great evening, everyone.
Ascension St. John ER